Meow, meow, meow. What's up with my fucking lighting? What the fuck? Oh. Computer monitor lighting. Fascinating. Well, as we get in here, thou shalt not have any bot. Maybe I'll play a little guitar before we start with ESL. Jesus Christ. Is it 2-minute delay? He's a little tune job. What up, Freedom Flyer? How you doing? How you doing, Freedom Flyer? I'm gonna play a little guitar first. We're gonna play a little guitar first, Reno. Let me go to the this, edited this. Goddamn headphones tangling up. These headphones are a blessing and a curse. I like my old ones better. Well, maybe Freedom Flyer. You know, it depends. You know what I'm saying? If we got some stack bracket and I get a chance to take it, I'm gonna take it. But of course, I like to look out for my buds. I don't like making you upset, but if you were in my shoes, you know how it goes. We are going to go to VST2 plugin. Amplitude. Ah, God, on ESL I have to do all this stuff for it. ESL. I'm getting the crack. The crackles. Real quick jam before ESL. Let's see if I can find a different one. Sibajan. Ads PogChamp. Oh, you guys. 1 second. that about does it for the guitar. We got ourselves some StarCraft cast here. Unfortunately, we don't have the mana chickens with us tonight. But you know what? We make do, people. Well, I got started a little later, but I think that might be a new tradition on the 2-minute delay. When I can start out ESL with a little bit of guitar jamming. Welcome, welcome, veteran gamer, Freedom Flyer, Sibajan, CMGT, Seal Pup, to ESL EPT Open Cup Americas. Numero 135. And I should cut my fingernails before I played. Just gonna say. The left hand with fingernails, for someone who's not doing much, especially too, and not being used to playing guitar, it's a little rough. But I digress. We got ourselves some StarCraft. Terran rules. I mean, let me just say, I'm quite proud in the play Max Packs put on earlier in EPT EU, which I was watching on Steadfast stream at Up at Tree Zelda's house. At Steadfast at the Sale House. Was pretty good stuff. Anyway. Let's see. All right, let's see. Where's ESL admin? Where's... Let me look. Let's look at the bracket. I'm not making any promises. Sando, whoa. Base Sando, thank you. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Greatly appreciated, my man. All right, let's take a look here at the bracket. Let's get this bracket going. We got games coming soon. So, that being said, we got... Oops, I didn't put it right through the bracket. Dark gets a walkover. Ooh, Dark's in. Nina in response. I think I'm going to get Nina in response. Ruff versus Kozan. I might get Ruff. Freedom Flyer. I'm going for... Let's see what you get. Who you get. Where are you, Freedom Flyer? I don't see you. Baby Marine's in. Neuro's in. Colin Cobra, Juggernaut Jason, Pudgy. Pig got a walkover. Yeah, I'm going to get Nina in response if I can. Is Max Packs playing tonight? Kiwian's playing. Maybe we should get Kiwian. I am going to get Nina and response. All right, guys, I'm just gonna see. We're waiting to see if Nina shows up. It's a lot of walkovers. Am I live on TL.net? I should be. Ha! It's so funny seeing ESL. We got. All right. Nina doesn't show up. There's a walkover and we're waiting. Let's go. All right, fine. I just got invited to Ape Central. I'm totally not messaging Maples and Max Packs. We got like 60 people and I don't have... Wait, did everybody get in lobbies? Am I an idiot? Did I waste time? I did. Did we miss a map? Nina likes to make us wait sometimes, and that's okay. That's just her style. Response. I do have water, Sibajan, so I can't hydrate. I just having a little coffee. I'm gonna start cutting it down. Alright, I am just waiting for them to veto their maps. Gene Sim, welcome, welcome. Well, I appreciate the patience, guys. It's a little slow here, but we're just getting started, so it's okay. Got the vetoes. I decided to pick a good one. Pretty sure everybody will like this. There's so much good StarCraft here. It would appear now that Maples has got, man, he got a walkover, so he's gonna be fighting winner of Juggernaut Jason and Colin Cobra. It's likely to be them. Ooh, Ruff was on it. I didn't see that too. Going on to fight Goblin. These nuts possibly. But he's fighting Kozan. Kibian. Guys, I threw away some MMR because I had to go earlier too. Oh, that's so sad. Now I'm back in the D2 tier. Oof. I stupidly decided to start a game when I had an appointment. Richie Itchy is in Kirktown. I love it. I did not notice that. Or I forgot. I don't know what response will give to Nina if Nina responds. I wouldn't mind catching Ruff's games too, because they're really crazy. Usually. Wait, is Rainer signed up? I didn't see Rainer on the list. Oh, he's not. He's just in the ESL chat. I just teased Rainer while I'm waiting. Oh man, the wait continues. I got a laugh out of Rainer. I said, careful with all those wild Korean girls, Rainer. I just saw him on. I wish he was playing tonight, but that's awesome. We got a little Protoss versus Protoss coming right up. Response is such a good dude. He's the guy that got me my clan tags in Psystorm, so and NA, so very based. Hopefully my internet doesn't flake out. Already I've seen dropped 155 frames. Mamma mia. Okay, they want me to create the lobby. All right, I agree. All right, here we go, guys. Let's see if the players are ready. I almost put myself versus response. All right, here we are. On to our first series of the evening. And let's go. Hey, how you doing, Belly Rub? Spawning in the upper right-hand corner of DaveTestaSC, representing Psystorm Gaming. Give it up for Response in the red. And his opponent in the bottom left. Give it up. It is Nina from License to Kill in the blue. Thanks, Gravy, on that beach. We are on a 2-minute delay. And it's ESL, just to remind you guys. Probably not a good idea if you want to hear casting. Now that we finally have a game, but all good. Welcome, Belly Rub and Gravy on that biscuit. Sib John holding down the fort still. And Gene Sim. Alrighty. I was hoping to, I mean, I'd like to get Mape the Ape at some point. We'll see how this goes because he's got to walk over. How do you hold a proxy hatch link flood? Oh, God. Depends. Sometimes you just die if you're me. But, like, realistically, batteries, you have to scout it and you just kind of wall off batteries. You can use, if you can do it with a Nexus, you're a Chad. Because that means you just insta win. Nina going for the 1-gate high ground. Response being a little cheeky. Is Nina gonna full scout? Actually did Nina full scout. Nina is not scouting all this. Response is going for a 1-gate expand. But being extra cheeky, Nina didn't even poke her head up there. She's now going to, and now she's gonna scout. Zealot is going to come out from Response. Response dropping the pylon. Nina going to probably do similar. She's going to saturate those gases. And probably going to go for Stargate. Now as a response. Ooh, Nina is going to proxy. Oh, I like it. Is she going proxy robo? Is she doing what I do? Is Nina going to do what I do? Holy shit. Are we going to see the proxy robo in the face? Response going for the Nexus. Shield battery is going to be right here, which means That's actually a safer play against this if that is what she's doing. She is going proxy robo. Guys, you guys see me do this all the time. Response spent wasting money on a cyber core. I don't think he knows what's up just yet. Nina still building some probes. Is gonna fight this with the Zealot. Another Stalker. Robo is coming. Pretty quick Robo. Not gonna lie, that's what I like about this kind of setup. First Stalker coming out for Response. Response going to take the Zelnaga Watchtower, which won't find the proxy. And yeah. There we have it. Actually, did he forego the Zealot? He did. He ended up canceling the Zealot. He got his Nexus up. And is Response going to find this proxy? Response is not going to find this proxy, I believe. Immortal on the way. Do we see a Chrono Boost available from Nina? She just about has it. Let's see if she Chronos it out. There we go. Oh, buddy. We're on to some cheeky cheese. Shield battery in the low ground's not too bad from Response, who's responding by getting a Robo, but it's going to be a long time before he can have an Immortal out because he opened Stargate, going for an Oracle. Nina set up with the shield battery already, however, gonna be aggressive and target the shield battery a bit. Has to be careful not to lose a Stalker. I mean, not necessarily has to. There is one Oracle. Okay, she's draining a lot of the energy, but pretty soon this could... Oh, the Immortal comes in. Baghdadi Immortal comes. Nina gonna kill the shield battery. And another going in on the high ground, but I think she just takes this. A Void Ray's on the way. There is an Oracle, but there's 4 Stalkers. Now this is where it gets interesting. The Zealot and the Boys Pull. Ooh, the Stalker in the front is gonna fall. Immortal taking the damage. Shield battery actually gonna help out the probes. That's got a full energy, funnily enough, but it doesn't matter. It goes right down. Nina needs more units because she knows there's a Stargate Void Ray is on the way. But 2 pylons going down is pretty rough. I think we got ourselves a game, folks. It's not as ogre as it looked, I believe, because of the Void... actually, Void Ray, Oracle, Boys Pull. Yeah, Response looks like he's in a lot of trouble here, come to think of it, because there's a healthy amount of Stalkers, 17 probes falling, and there's just not a lot of money. There's, like, no production. It was going to be Void Ray Immortal from Response, I believe. But you know what? Nina has responded. And has taken down the Nexus. This is looking 100% over. Nina actually can just plow through the battery. 2 Immortals and that amount of Stalkers can one-shot the... GG. Doesn't matter. Nina's gonna take it at the expense of a few units, but it didn't matter. Okay. All right, we're getting our next lobby set up for them. Whoever eats the leftover food eats the rest of that's funny, Sibajad. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. That was a cheeky Prince. You know what? I'll put the bot on. Fuck it. I just hope it doesn't come in the YouTube VOD, but who cares? It's the Dave stream. We don't have a lot of people tonight, and I doubt we will at that. I'm going to fix my lighting in here. Oh, replay stats is on. Shit, sorry. Thank you, Sibajan. I'm going to close that right now. And bear with me. I am putting the bot on for you guys. Anyway, spawning in the upper left-hand corner, representing Psystorm Gaming in the red. It is Response. And his opponent in the upper right On Stargazers, in the yellow from License to Kill, it's Nina. And sorry about that. Thank you, Sibajon. I had got rid of it. 6,000 seconds might be... Let's see. It's a long-ass time, dude. Because I usually use that for when I'm laddering. But I just forgot to close it because my computer was on from a ladder sesh. Alright, it is going to be a high ground from Nina. Possibly double gate, but who knows. Same from Response. Both set up with a little bit of protection from the cannon rush. Ooh, Nina got on the wall. Nina's up to some cheekiness already. Full walling with 2 pylons. The little unsafe wall Response going to go expand in the back. Nina possibly going to do the same. This could be just special tactics to open with a little cheese and then go elsewhere. Is she going for the gold? She may just be going for the gold, though. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like she's posturing to take a gold base, buying herself some time with that wall, where Response has opted for a fast expand in his back base and is going to get it. Nina going for gold. The Nexus, funnily enough, drop at almost the exact same time. You just got beat worse than your mother ever beat you? Oh, wow. Who did you play again? Veteran gamer? One probe going to be annoying and chisel away at this. Nina hiding her position. I wonder if Response is onto it because, you know, that's the funny thing for Stargazers. You got 2 cheeky positions for a strategic Nexus. I mean, realistically, you could take one anywhere, but 2 smart ones behind the mineral line and elsewhere. Probe actually putting the work in on this pylon. So Response could have 1 unit and do the same, and it looks like he's kind of in a similar situation. Too funny. That pylon does take some hull damage, funnily enough. Alright, there's going to be a shield battery up from Nina. Response going for a Stargate Oracle opener again. He's got his fast Nexus. Nina has hers. She's going to immediately recall the probes. Unscouted. But guess what? Speaking of scouts, Response is right on top of this. Response is going right on in and is going to find the gold base. So now Nina doesn't have a pylon. And consequently shouldn't be able to get a battery in charge. Response is probably going to send an Oracle on that base. Nina now killing the pylon of her own. She's going to be a little supply block for a minute. Well, not really. We do have a probe war going on. Probe does go down. Nina's going to be upset that the probe found her proxy. Response doing a similar strategy, just not on gold, but Nina's going to mine a little quicker at least with this beautiful gold base, as you can see on the income advantage. The scales have tipped. But this Oracle can make short work of it. Nina with 2 stalkers out, 1 stalker going to put some pressure in, the Oracle going out. Oh, Nina, not what you want to do after you've been scouted. She clearly knew she was scouted, and she already recalled Probe, so this is very defenseless. Shield battery coming. Probe's going to fight, but oh, mamma mia, that's a lot of probes are getting lost. 2 stalkers versus an Oracle and a stalker. Though she did do some hull damage to the stalker. Yeah, this is looking rough for Nina. Shield battery about to finish, which will help, but she's down several workers. Response up to 35 workers. Nina going with a Warp Prism. Follow up. Response going for Phoenix. So this is 2 Oracles and a Phoenix. 2 Oracles, more annoying, though some energy was used. Nina did break the wall, so she can escape. It's 3-gate robo from Nina, who is trying to resaturate. Response is insanely ahead on workers. And going in with the double Oracle to potentially... it needs a target fire because battery with battery overcharge is pretty good. He is starting to target fire the units, but guess what? One of the Oracles ran out of energy. I call that only 4 workers fell for Nina, but she's so behind on workers. However, the Oracle scouted. The Warp Prism goes unscouted for the moment. +1 air weapons. Response likes his Sky Toss, so that's one thing about him that is pretty interesting. She's going to shut down the wrong structure. Unfortunately, battery may be able to heal this, but now the count of stalkers is about to increase. Oh, actually, yeah. This is going to be a little rough. She's going to need many stalkers. Honestly, I wouldn't have hated a sentry or 2 in this. Sentry's not so good against Oracles, but against Void Rays, And when you're this surrounded by probes, look at this response. For response, the memes are real. Oh my god, Nina looks pretty dead. She only killed 6 workers for 8 stalkers. Ooh, Void Ray is going to target the Warp Prism, which is huge. However, will she lose? Will she kill it? Nina needs to put the heat on. Nina getting a little more workers. Catching up now, though, on workers. But the Oracle, the Void Ray, the Immortal, Nina just doesn't have the units. She's building another Warp Prism. So what do we got left for units? Funnily enough, these upgrades aren't going to finish for a bit. If she kills that forward-facing pylon toward the ramp. Oh my goodness. All right, Nina has oversaturated her gold base. She's starting to go take a 3rd base behind this and is teching into Twilight. Warp Prism or not, this is just rough. It's just plain stalkers against Void Rays and Oracles and you name it, with an Immortal. Yeah, the Immortal is actually the scary point with this, and the fact that there's a battery in the back of the mineral line. However, the Artosis Pylon, which is going to have a brother in a moment, is a bit of a problem. Warp Prism going in. Gonna have some stalker drops. Nina trying to scout its double Stargate, but +1 air weapons are on a timer and a clock. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The humanity. Oh, the Warp Prism is gonna live. Sorry about that, guys. Nope. Never mind. Casterman, just kidding. That is tremendous losses. The army size insanely in favor of Response, who's just going in with 2 Oracles. Could come in with a Void Ray too if he wants. And 2 Oracles versus 2 Stalkers, 2 Oracles wins. But with a battery, that's the equalizer. And Blink is on the way. Oh, one of the Oracles goes down. Any small victory is good for Nina, but she's going to be up against +1 air weapons and possibly carriers. Response is going to go into cannons. He's only got 2 bases, though. So somehow, some way, Nina with the 3rd base may be able to catch up. She's actually ahead on workers and is going to be able to get even further ahead on workers. Response is now taking his 3rd, but he's got very, very heavy power units. Nina does have Blink on the way. However, it has taken his Unlock a Watchtower and can see the Void Ray, funnily enough. Nina posturing down toward the gold base while Response going in for more Immortal production. He might just go Flux Fade, Void Ray, Immortal. We'll see. But my guess is he's going to go into... Ultimately, he's going to go into Sky Toss, but Immortal's good unit too. You got beat up by... Oh, you played Hupsea? You played my boy Hup? I should have caught Hup's game too. Hup's one of my buds. You don't know Hupsea? He's a fellow Protoss Rager, just a Grandmaster one. He's quite good. He has taken a break from time to time, but he's one of those players that puts himself down for how good he actually is. All right, and the Oracle is going for the fight. The Blink Stalker's trying to kill Response's Observer. Nina could get a good position. You know what I wouldn't hate, regardless of the robo? Oh, it's a mothership carrier. Holy shit. -400, -400, chat. Here we go. Hallucinated Phoenix going to fall short on scouting. Army supply looking in favor of Nina, but it's pure unupgraded Stalkers against +1 air weapons. Well, this is just a fight you don't want to take. Nina should try to go to the back behind this. Is going to... Nope, she's going to snipe the Void Ray first. Excellent snipe. Carriers take a long time, but the mothership is almost done. Nina should try to go back, but you know what? She has to be careful because there is... Oh, a stasis wardy. Actually, she should go and she can actually snipe it. She's going to blink 1 Stalker forward. Save the Observer, which is going to be clutch. She should target... What is she doing? Target fire. The battery overcharge. She's losing Stalkers. Needless... Okay, that's out of range. Carrier has arrived, but the Stalkers are positioned right underneath it. She's going to kill the Interceptors a bit at a time. Jump and get a free carrier. Is she going to do it? Because that's a lot of probes. Again, probes. Good unit against Stalkers. She's going to catch some probes. Oh, no. The carrier went right on top of the battery. This is a funny game. Nina is on 8 gates. So she did manage to catch a carrier. Okay, Nina actually finding some decent trades, but she doesn't even have upgrades, and +2 air weapons are on the way. This is getting scarier and scarier by the minute. There were a little bit of throws here, I'm not going to lie. Though a friendo of both of them. I've been friends with Nina for a while. Online friends, you know. But she's my bud. And at the same time. Former teammate too, but we got so former team rivalry here. As Nina was on Storm Gaming as well, but Response is a huge fan of Sky Toss in all cases. And is playing out to his style. Alright, Nina now on 4 bases. So that's a bit of a problem. I do like the slow field zone from the mothership, but honestly, Nina's killing the interceptors. And that battery overcharge is on cooldown for quite a bit. So that is 1 out of interceptor. Damn, Nina's actually getting some great value. Gonna kill another Terrier. Is she gonna do it? Carrier barely alive from the shield battery. Both batteries drained. But a couple photon cannons coming. Nina has to be careful not to lose the observer in this. Truthfully, if she can kill, she should get the... needs to target the carriers after. Gets one of the batteries. Battery overcharge is coming out online soon. Target fires the carrier. Is Nina gonna win this? These are upgraded... these are upgraded carriers and void rays. Well, and a mothership, actually. There's no more void rays. +2's about to go. That's not good, but guess what? The carrier's out of interceptors. She can take this. She wants to get the mothership. And is she gonna get it? She's trying to. There's a battery overcharge activated at the top. Oh, she gets it. Breaks the siege, and Nina takes game number 2. Very well played by both players. But congrats to Nina. Very well played by both of them. Let's see what we have in store for us. I'm curious to see. Bayo's casting too. No Chicken Man tonight. Steadfast. Rocklets. Who else? Bale Muff's getting the Zerglord and Rainer. Oh, Rainer is playing. The fuck? I didn't see Rainer on there. I saw Baby Marine. It was Jason versus Maples is Steadfast. I called it. So, lobbies. All right, gamers. Wow, looks like everybody wants to follow Dave said. Let's see what we get. I called it. Maples and Juggernaut Jason were there. Nina versus Pig. Wait, actually... Let's see. I'd like to get Maximus Paximus. Hey, what up, Maximus? How you doing, gamer? Okay, I'm gonna get Max Packs. Hell yeah. We are going to get max packs because Nina versus Pig. Oh, Keen got in here too. Keen's fighting winner of GFG and Dro. How are you doing, Maximus? Real Maximus in chat. It is Max Packs versus... Ooh, Keen already 2-0 draw. Max packs. It is Max Packs versus Probius Corp. All right, looks like we got a game. Yeah, Nina advanced. Nina is going to be covered by Pig. Or Nina. All right, here we go. But everybody, come on, guys, it's Max Packs. Spotting in the upper left-hand corner of Stargazers, same map again, different matchup. Give it up for Storm Gaming's Max Packs in the blue. And his opponent in the upper right, representing, I don't know, it is Probius Corp, our red Terran player. And Max Packs had won earlier today. He 3-0'd Clem in EPT EU 135. For those of you that didn't see it. Someone else needs to close the predictions. All right. All right, here we are, and Nina, or Max Packs, I'm saying Nina. Guys, we're going to see Proxy Rax from Probius Corps. Looks like Proxy Reaper, but he might go Proxy Marauder. I would imagine it could be either one. Yeah, it looks like Reaper now, for sure. And a weird spot. Max Packs is very likely to scout this, in fact. He's gonna walk right by it. Let's take a look in his vision. He's just like, well, whatever, casually 2 racks. Let's see what else is going on. And he wants to scout the gas. So you have an idea what's going on here. He's getting his Cybercore, getting his Zealot. Oh, he's flying him in. He is gonna go Proxy Marauder in base. Max Packs is so smart, though. This is the thing. Well, let's see. I'm curious to see what he does with this, because he's expecting that there. This is Proxy Marauder in base. Zealot gonna be helpful, but in this case, he's gonna defend on the low ground, thinking he has time. And actually, this does buy him a little bit of time, potentially, kinda, sorta, kinda. But he needs to scout this, and the probe is still alive, still getting information. Sees the mule, sees the orbital. It is gonna be trapped now. Max Packs is going to go in, and he knows something's up. He went and saw that again. Going to try to get in there with the Zealot and get on top of this. He's going to try to chisel at the concussive shells. Probe and Zealot actually doing some decent work against the... Yeah, this is going to win the fight in the immediate. But you know what? Concussive shells is going to finish, and that's the nuisance right there. He's going to just chisel and buy time. But that's where the Zealot goes down a little more. Okay, Max Packs trying to buy time, but is gonna consequently lose the Stalker potentially, which I know Marauders are the hard counter, but they do, funnily enough, they do some decent DPS to them just the same. So a little bit of an interesting skirmish here, but we're gonna see 3 Marauders and just 1 Stalker. Shield battery in the mineral line is kind of nice because of where this is located. We are going to see another gas going down for our Terran player. Max Packs still at his base with some vision. Scouting around. Oh, Max Packs has to be careful with these Stalkers not to venture too far away from the batteries because, well, concussive shell. Ooh, beautiful micro does save the Stalker just barely. Another shield battery has finished, so he doesn't have to worry about overcharge. He has 2 bases, so potentially more energy as time goes on, but the clock's a ticking, and boys are pulled. With the 2 bases, this is actually all right in a way because he's got some mining going on, but the Marauder count's getting very high. I wouldn't have hated his Stargate from Max Packs, because that's almost like a win condition if you bought time, like did it on the low ground to kind of hide it. Battery overcharge is going to be activated, and one of the stalkers is going to fall. Probe's going to try to tank for the stalkers, and now 2 more stalkers are done. This is 4 to 3 Marauders, but again, Marauders is the hard counter. Behind this, another CC going down on the low ground. Max Pack still scouting everything, and actually can get the probe out. Is going to scout the factory. Ooh, I don't know what's going to... Oh, but this... Oh my god, is this Alex Trebek here? Because Max Pax looks like he's in jeopardy, if you catch the boomer references. This is looking very good, but for... Actually, Max Pax is doing fantastic. He surrounds one of the Marauders that derped in the back. He's going to pull the boys. He is losing a lot of stalkers, however... But these Marauders are a thing of the past. Big Daddy Immortal is on the way, and Max Pax is edging his way closer to victory. I would have liked it if he targeted the barracks that was a little further out. Is he going to fly one away? No, he's going to go build another Rax. Okay. We're trying to trade stalkers out here. This barracks looks like it's in a lot of trouble, and I do believe, yeah, with the Immortal, this is 1 dead barracks. Yep, and finishes the job. Max Pax is going to clean up 2 racks. Our Terran player down 2 CCs, hoping for a miracle. He's going to have a tank, but Max Pax is just going to have more. He killed 2 barracks. Total of trades, way in favor of Max Pax. He lost 8 probes, a Zealot, 5 stalkers, and a gas, but you know what? He's had 2 bases mining, and we had 15 Marauders, 2 barracks, and 2 tech labs go down. How you doing, Have Fun, eh? Welcome, welcome. Have fun, eh? Don't you know? Hey, how you doing, Raven Cute Demon? Unfortunately, we don't have Chicken Man. You guys are stuck with just Dave or Renegade or Flapjack. I might hit Flapjack up after. I doubt we'll get it. Or Saffron has been busy with LTK casts, but would love to have any of my friendos with me, and if not, that's fine. Funnily enough, there's a bunker that is not loaded, but Max Pax can't really do much with it. But this Immortal being escorted with a couple stalkers and some being picked up in the back is going to be very helpful. GG is called, and game number 1 goes to Max Pax. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I know we're on the lower tier stream here of the evening. We got Beowulf, we got Steadfast, we got Pig. God damn, I'm not usually this low on viewers. Holy heck, what do I gotta stream all the time? I'm gonna break that habit regardless. Hopium for some more Dave viewers. What up, Alexandros, by the way? It could be Lil, I don't know, Alexandros. It could be Lil Probius's account. I'm not sure. And here we are, moving on to game number 2 in a moment. I didn't see Rainer was on. That's so crazy. Welcome, welcome. Hopium for more viewers. We have all the good A-tier casters. Why do I look gray? I hope I don't look this bad. I mean, I know I look this bad, but jeebus. The lighting. And it isn't getting tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix this. What the fuck? Maybe that helps a little. I don't know. Whatever. We're here. Dark 2 ode. Lol, lol, lol. Okay, here we go. We got our second map. Again, it's Max Pax versus Probius. No, he is Probius. He is Probius Corp. And if you're new here, smash that follow button. I doubt we're gonna have anybody new here, but you never know. I'm on, you know, TSL.net. It's a secondhand smoke, gets us every time. Yeah, exactly. Canis a lot. Canis Ocelot, I should say. And here we are starting on our next map. And on Moondance, in the upper left, representing Psystorm Gaming, give it up for Max Pax and the blue. Very likely to take it, game number 2. And his opponent in the bottom right-hand corner in the red, give it up for Probius Corp. Punching above his weight, fighting Maximus Paximus. No, don't do that. I'm not asking you guys to make alt accounts. If you guys do that, then I'm an idiot. I do miss Reza, though. I'm happy that you guys are here that are here. I'm just saying, we're getting some good series. It's alright. Anybody missing anything that I cover that others don't? There's a chance that, you know, Loco or Winner will cast them. Alright. Max Pax going out. Scout, potentially? Is he going to be cheeky? It's going to be a 1-1-1 from Probius Corp. Getting a little cheeky on us here. Much like half the Terran I've been fighting lately. On the ladder. I'm going to take a brief break between ESL tonight to get some shit done. It's a garbage night. I'm going to make time to eat food, and I might do a little bit of ladder. We'll see how long this goes to. Maybe I'll just do ESL. I don't know. My sleep schedule's hacked. My girlfriend's mad. Hey, what up, Nemesis? And there it is. The factory's dropped. It's going to be a marine opener. Going to the back. I think the probe may have scouted it, depending on the patrol pathing. Max Pack set up for a Reaper wall. Unfortunately, that Reaper wall is not going to help him much because I don't think we're going to see one. We could see a Reaper follow-up, but I highly doubt it. From Probius Corp. He is going for something cheeky. Zealot going out across the map as well. And let's see what we got here. More Marines getting pumped out. But no more SCVs. So this is looking pretty all in. You're a penguin? No worries. Sibba John. I'm just happy to see you guys here. Sibba John's like always here. Alright, Zealot gonna try to poke and prod. See if there's an expansion. Maybe check the back. We'll see. Yeah, he's gonna do what Zealots do. Hey, Clumpy Eggnog. Thank you for the gifted sub to Sibba John. Thank you so much. You damn legend at 43 gifted subs to the channel. What a damn legend. That is very much appreciated. Clumpy Eggnog is way too based. But so Sibba John. He's a little bit aight. You know, I yell at him sometimes, but he's a good guy. He's a good mod. He just likes to have fun. Thank you so much, Clumpy Eggnog. Alrighty. Ha! It's gonna be the Dolan build. He's going for the Thors, but is there gonna be a Widowmine follow-up? This is something that makes me mauled usually. Is Max Pack's gonna be prepared? He's trying to get vision, but consequently, he's gonna need an Immortal at the least. He's getting another battery. He's getting set up for Hellions. But this needs to be scouted. The Zealot, or the Probe, does not scout it. If the Thor is scouted, it is not going to be scouted. Very unlucky the Probe didn't go. Thor's going to afterburn in. The Stalker's going to... You know, this could be dealt with. And if that was dealt with, then it's the complicated issue of the Thor and the Medevac, but... Oh, it's all scouted. Max Pax is chronoing an Immortal. He's set up. I think he got the read. Oh my god, the medevac going down is huge. He gets a medevac. What a Chad. Perfectly scouted. And I believe perfectly held. He needs to buy time for the Immortal. Thank you for the follow. I am Chew. GG. Max Pax takes it 2-0. And, you know, I don't blame Mr. Probius for trying that on Max Pax. Alrighty. Let's see what we got next. Let's take a look at the bracket. I'm going to try to cover whatever I can, but it looks like Juggernaut Jason beat Maples. Holy shit. So it's Solar versus Juggernaut Jason now. Epic versus Nice is going to be going up potentially because he's Epic's against Leo Rusher. Bion versus Cyril. Riser versus Max Pax. We are going to do Max Pax versus Riser. Foul inside. How did Nina fare? Very well played, Probius Corp. And I'm not joking, Probius Corp. I would mauled. In 7 months, you spent 1 month watching Dave. Jesus. And Gene Sim has spent 8 months. He's been fouling for 8 months, 17 days. 26 days and 17 hours watching me. Holy crap. Probius Corp's like, rip medevac. How you doing, bud? Hey, you had an unfortunate thing. Max Pax did beat Clem earlier, so very well played. Is Riser here? Let me see if I can find Riser. Oh, okay, never mind. It's Riser versus Bum, so we'll see what's going on. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. My man Bums. I think I made Han Mono mad yesterday, by the way. I got a message. We're to see Riser versus winner of Gym and Bums. I gotta see what's going on here. We're in the waiting game, chat, so please hang on. Viva will have something. Okay, Gym Rising and Neuro going on. We have... Or was going on, if not. Solar versus Juggernaut Jason's just been started up with Steadfast. And let's see what we get. All right, guys, sorry. Okay. It is Max Packs versus Riser, and guess what, guys? We're here. Oh, brother. Late time to start streaming. Guys, I think I should start doing some of the other events. I wish I didn't. I wish I did a little more sticking my neck out there for World Team League at the least. You're on mobile? Okay. But we definitely have a series. All right. Oh no, it's Bigwood Jim versus Riser. A lot of waiting. All right, a diamond player named Big Wood. All right, here we are spawning in the upper right-hand corner of DaveTestaSC nuts in the purple. Representing, is he? I thought he was at least a kill. It's Riser. Forgot what team he's on. And his opponent in the bottom left, our blue Protoss. It's Big Wood Jim. Well, this was an unfortunate series of events. We had no show, no tell. Yeah, that was a horrible mistake. I threw away a lot of MMR. I was exhausted. Couldn't sleep, and I think I could have. I think we're gonna put down the coffee tonight. Maybe I'll luck out. Definitely gonna take a break between ESL and ladder, and try not to ladder too much. Yeah, I was up a few nights in a row, way too much. So, Curses, Beamy, your eyes are gonna set up for the low ground. Double gassing it up. It's a double gate for Big Wood Jim. With an interesting wall, but nonetheless a wall. Kind of tight. Little bit tight of a wall, but he is wall nonetheless. Alright. Riser going for the core. And Big Wood Jim, is he going to be annoying and get that block? He's just going home? No, he's going... Nah, he's doing something. I believe... Yeah, he's going back home. Big Wood Jim not even going for the block, and he's going 2-gate. And he's not proxying... he is going to proxy. So was it going to be proxy Robo, proxy Stargate, proxy Gate? Is he going to go in the vision of the watchtower or just outside? That's the funnier part. Okay, it is going to be a proxy versus a Nexus. Low ground expand. Don't think this is going to be punished too well. What? Okay, yeah, he's going in range of the Zelaga watchtower. I don't really like this from our blue Protoss player. Little late on the shenanigans. I mean, he's going to have 2 stalkers out at a decent time like normal. Gonna cut some corners, get a robo. Yeah, that's a really late robo, to be honest with you, if you're going this route. I need to go back to my old book of builds. So like, that's literally like, maybe he's going for the War Prism approach, but against Stargate, that could be rough. Big Jim, exactly. Yeah, this was a little late to the punch. There is a shield battery. And that shield battery is going to be able to heal the pylon, and consequently, Big Wood Jim is going to take a punch to the face of the Stalker, losing hull damage. He's trying to micro both. Now he's not. I don't know what this is all about. Yep, shield battery being used by Riser at the last second. He's like, I'm buying time. Oh, one of the Stalkers fall. This is horrible for Big Wood Jim. He's got a robo, but he's not using it. Immortal on the way, but consequently, what are these? Yeah, both these Stalkers could go down. Yeah, looks like very rough. Ooh, and that probe even gonna get in the way of the targeting of Mr. Blue Stalker. That said, the probes are just gonna hang out here for a second until the Void Ray lasers him to death. Oh my god, not like this. Riser is on a pretty good kill streak here. Yeah. Yeah, an Immortal and 2 Stalkers. Oh, 4 Stalkers against 2 Void Rays. 1 is on cooldown for Prismatic, but guess what? It's reactivated right now. He's saving it, though. These Stalkers are gonna get some damage, but there's 2 shield batteries, so... As the clock's a ticking, Big Wood Jim is all in. He's producing absolutely nothing. He's just getting a warp in. He did get a warp prism, though. If he hides this, he could be a little cheeky, get into the main base, but there's a robo behind this. Oh, no! That's game right there. GG. Riser takes Game number 1. A movie to watch before ladder? No, I'm gonna get food before ladder. Do that, I should be fine until then, I think. Mr. Alexandros. It's waiting for game number 2. And we are going on to our next map. All right, everybody, let's see what we got going on here. A little StarCraft. Maybe we got some Minecraft going on. Who knows? We'll see. Depending on the SimCity. What types of games we got. It's probably looking rough for Mr. Bigwood Jim, but it's PvP, so miracles do happen anyway. Spawning in the upper left of Moondance and red. Give it up for Riser, the Wood Killer. And his opponent in the blue. Give it up for Bigwood Jim, Mr. Blue Man. Come here, probies. Alright, and once again, thanks to Clumpy Eggnog for the gifted sub to Sibajan. Alright, let's see what we got going on here, chat. It's going to be a high ground from Riser this time. High ground from Bigwood Jim again. I think he's going to set up similarly, but we'll see. Is he going to 3-gate robo again? That'd be funny. Because that's what I would do sometimes. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's setting up for another gate. And I think we might see... I don't know. This is more than likely double gate from Riser, but anything's possible. Same kind of setup from Bigwood Jim, actually, exactly as before. Why doesn't he take in his other gas, though? Oh, is Riser going to get a gas steal? Oh, Bigwood Jim not paying attention. I don't know if he's... Yeah, he's got shift click on. Oh, poor guy. Got gas stolen on a 2-gate setup. Very unlucky. Oh, he's going to even lose a probe potentially. Oh, no, he does pull a probe and drop the cyber core a little bit late. Not too bad. Everything else is finishing up all right, but losing that gas when you don't have an expansion is not good. And you know what? That's a little off-the-cuff pylon, not gonna lie. At least he's dropping one, trying to get that out for the battery. He's gonna build a cell at first to kill the gas. Cores on identical timing. Oh no, the probe. That probe's getting hull damage on a few probes. Oh my god, this is hilarious. He's even stealing some of the gas. Riser being absolutely annoying already. 2 stalkers is his response. He's gonna chrono at warp gate. Riser might just go cheese now. He's gonna take this probe and drop a pylon in the back. This is too funny. Zealot and 2 probes. Both, or all 3 frustrated at this, but can Bigwood Jim keep... No, he's not gonna be able to micro this probe 2 at the same time. I guess he's gonna lose this probe or not get the scout on the stalkers. At the least, he should have been out to see the units and see what's going on. It looks like it's going to be an expand from Riser. Oh, no. He's going Stargate, then expand. So I guess I was wrong. Riser not going to be extra cheeky just yet. Again, I don't know if that's going to get a battery. He could get one like here. But we don't see it. It is 3:03. Should be starting to think about it pretty soon. But... Again, Diamond Protoss player against Mr. Grandmaster Riser. Hey, how you doing, Saffron? If you are free, hit me up if you're down to do any casting tonight. I should check my Discord. Yeah, and veteran gamer. Base gamer. Alright. The Stalker's taking a beating. Riser with just more units. That gas steal bought him a lot of time. Shield battery is not going to be complete. Warp gate's not complete. It is 4 stalkers. I mean, he could take the 2 probes and try to buy some time. The 3 probes and try to buy some time. He's going to lose his pylon. He's trying to be too safe, I think. 3 probes and the 3 stalkers and some micro could have bought the time for that warp gate. But this is looking rough. Oracle going in the back, and no, he did not get his shield battery. This Oracle is going to get a lot of value as the stalkers push in, but a valiant effort from our blue Protoss player. Recall, this guy hasn't used any chrono. Oh, poor Bigwood Jim. He could have recalled potentially even just 2 of the stalkers. After that fight, he could have won it. He's pulling the boys, trying to fight, doing the best he can, but he lost 14. He is down more than 2 of the 1 workers. Oh, man. Yeah, he played him in ESL, Americas, Saffron, and yeah, this Oracle is not done. It is relentless. It's a decent amount of stalkers, army supply even, but that said, this is looking like a disaster for poor Bigwood Jim. All right. Yeah, the Americas tend to have, in my opinion, the best setups of players, because you just get people from every server. Oh my god, boys are being pulled. He's going all in, baby. This is a spicy meatball. But you know what? There's just more versus less. All the probes pulled. There's 14 minerals. There's no production. Okay, there's 1 probe mining. Battery overcharge is available. Probes are fighting. He's going to target the battery. He's going to do his best to try to get this. About as good as he can do with what he knows to do. But again, no energy was spent this entire game on the bottom side of the map. And this looks like a beatdown from Riser as he goes on to fight Max Packs in game in our next series, in our 3rd series. Welcome, Samo Sidekick. Can't be loud today, no stream. Fair enough. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Saffron. It's all right. Figured I'd invite. I know it's a little lame when it's on someone else's channel, but hey, it's good when I get you. I haven't bugged you and Mr. Flapjack in a bit. Maybe I will hit up Flapjack. Looks like Keen versus the winner of Baby Marine and Mixu. Jim Rising Neuro is still going on. Rainer is fighting the winner of Jim Rising and Neuro. Godspeed to them. Damn it, Steadfast and Sal are going to bounce on that. Whatever. I'm sticking to Max Packs, damn it. I called it. We got tons of good games. We got Keen. We got Goblin and Kozan. Nina and Pig are going on to fight Dark. That is pretty cool. I need to, yeah, I wanted to ladder. Like, I had some bad luck earlier to follow the bad luck because I did it a little late. I got up too late, of course. That nap didn't help me. That actually worked against me when we were laddering a little later. Riser versus Max Packs. Max Packs versus Rider. We're back with the Maximus Paximus. I'm following it. I mean, I could check and see what else is going on. But Nina and Pig is pretty interesting. Let's see how that's looking. Pig going with a pretty aggressive play, it looks like. But it looks like Nina's shutting that down. Yeah, Pig looks like he's in a lot of trouble. I'm looking at his stream just to get an idea of what's going on there. Dedicate time to it in advance, yeah. I mean, next week I'll be casting if you want to. I was hoping we could do musical casters and change it up with, so you're not committed, being that it's one stream or the other. You never know how many people are going to be in this stream. It could be none. It could be all the people. But, Chicken Man's been showing up to some too. I hope he gets to meet you too, so maybe we can bounce it around. Hopefully Renegade will be back at some point. So I was thinking between you and Flapjack, it gets a little crowded sometimes, but I like Crazy on the cast sometimes because it could be fun. But that way you guys aren't necessarily exclusively committed the whole time if you don't want to. But I enjoyed casting with you, Saffron. So that said, don't feel by any means that I was actually glad that you approached me about that. That was quite nice. If Steadfast takes over, then I'm going to have to go to another series, but that's okay. We have a bunch of good stuff. All right. All right, Pig, inside and out. I mean, wait. Wait. Yeah, I'm staying on this. Fuck it. We're just staying. We have Max Pax versus Riser. I was gonna get Pig versus Nina, but talking with you about pylon placements, these new maps got me all messed up. Yeah, there's definitely some doing. Spawning in the upper right-hand corner, we finally got a game. In the upper right-hand corner, it is Max Pax from Psystorm Gaming in the blue. Sorry about that, I was looking at chat. And his opponent at the bottom left, give it up for our red Protoss player. It is Riser. Got ourselves a PvP. Riser going for the low ground. I'm surprised Max Pax isn't. Max Pax being a little cheeky, going behind the two gases. A little off-brand from Max Pax. This should be pretty cool, but we know it's likely to be there. Yeah. And yeah, we do have some cheekiness from Riser, it would appear. This is interesting for max packs, but consequently, Riser's not going to scout. Funnily enough, we all know what this would be if this was the previous patch. If it still was, that'd be funny. And unexpected. If it was like what Sephiron does with the Oracle followed by a Void Ray and the Triangle third, that would be pretty... That would be something in this patch. But I find it unlikely that will be the case. It is going to be another gate. So, ooh, this probe is getting a lot of hull damage done to it. Max Pax needs to keep it alive. If anybody can, it's Max, but that said, he's going to scout this out and get a bit of misinformation, depending on how long he's over there. Yeah, I think he kind of sees what's up. Nah, not yet. Okay, Riser, on the other hand, scouting Max Pax out, a little confused. Sees the setup for a Nexus. Max Pax is pretty standard, but he is so big-brained and probably... Yeah, ooh, he kept the probe alive. I called it. Max Pax stealing a gas. He knows something's up. He has sniffed it out. So this is just one gas on a cheese. That said, Riser could abandon ship and just go, you know what, we got a proxy gate. Let's just go take and expand anyway. Which could be pretty wild. All right, Riser sending a Zealot and a Probe versus a Zealot and not a Probe. Probe's still going to be over here from Max Pax. Scouting it out. Is he going to duke it out for the gas? Oh, he can't mind the gas. Max Pax lost the Probe to Riser. What the fuck? This is some shit. Okay, Stalker's now joined the fray, but Max Pax is a Stalker of his own. One of the pylons going down. It is a little rough, though. And can Max Pax do this? He does have the high ground, Anakin. And he does take the lead in the fight against the Zealot at first. And that keyword is at first. He does have one gate against two. But that said, the other one's on the other side of the map, of course. He is going to need this pylon. Okay, the battery is going to help even this out for a little bit. But another Stalker's joined the fray. And Max Pax is buying time for the second battery and Stalker to come at the same time. Ooh, Zealot's going down. That's actually pretty big. A probe falling for Max Pax. Ooh, he does take the hit. Does take a little hull damage on the forward-facing Stalker. Riser now with, well, Max Pax now on more gas. So Riser does opt for the base. Finally, he goes, you know what? We're just going to go for it. A little later than he probably should have. I mean, it looks like it was at a safe time. Standard 2-gate opener, but that said, this should be a banger. Because this game's still going to be going on with an Oracle coming out. Oh, did he do an Oracle? Or did he cancel it? He made... Yeah, he did get the Oracle out. And the Oracle is getting a bit of damage done. We were watching the wrong engagement. Oh my god, this is game-ending damage, and Max Pax takes game number 1. Maximus Paximus. For the win. Otherwise in the bracket, let's take a look. If we have anything else to report. Dark awaiting Nina and Pig. Goblin versus Kozan still ongoing. Winner fights Dolan. Solar has 2-0 Juggernaut Jason. Waiting for winner of Epic and Nice in the quarterfinals. Cyril is waiting on the winner of Beyond versus Killian. Oh, I would have loved to see Beyond versus Killian is... that's an epic TVT, in my opinion. Just a cool one. That's one I've certainly not covered. Obviously, we have Riser and Max Pax going on, which we're covering here. And Keen goes on the fight the winner of Baby Marine and Mixu. Jim Rising and Neuro goes on the fight Neuro. Still ongoing. Very funny stuff. So even if you're good at the game, you playing these, you're taking a big risk because there's some really good players. And that being said, moving on to game number 2 on Tropical Sacrifice. Spotting in the bottom left-hand corner, it is our blue Protoss player from Psystorm Gaming. Give it up for Max Pax. And his opponent in the upper right, our red Protoss player, Riser. Riser sent up for the low ground. Max Pax doing the same. Is he going to go for his typical style of 1-gate Stargate expand? is it going to be the same from Mr. Riser? And this should be pretty good. All right, last game was definitely a cheeky one. Hey, welcome, Duck Cuddler. Alrighty. And it is a 1 gas versus a dose gas from Riser. So Riser might go for Stargate before Nexus. We shall see. Okay, we got the duking it out for the Nexus. Probe on probe action. Remicro and pathing from Riser. Max Packs gonna be checking up top. Interesting for Max Pack. Seems a little different than how we normally go, but he's dropping that core. I think he might be going into a Stargate first. Nah, he's just probing up. Yeah, it looks like he is. He's focusing on saturating those gases. Might see a little bit of the same. Max Packs actually, yeah, it's gonna go either way. I think it's all situational on the pylon. Zealot coming out from both. Riser does get the Zealot out. He wants to get this expand. And Riser is gonna take his. Max Packs goes for the Stargate first, which really isn't that big of a deal for these guys. Max Packs, as you see, already has the probes for it, is going to take it. Ooh, going for an Adept first and then going for it. Okay. Not bad. So he has more scouting, even though the probe's still alive. He knows that probe is eventually going to fall here. Riser going for the Stalker and Warp Gate. So it is not going to be an immediate Stargate from Mr. Riser. Riser did get a full scout on the Zealot. Going to chase the probe. Adept not going to... no, that Adept can clean this up. Everything is scouted on Max Pack's side. Adept is going to shade out and kill the probe, potentially. Yep. Bada bing, bada boom. That's one dead probe. So it's a probe for a probe. Both got a bit of information from each player. I do like the Scouter Pylon from Riser, so if the Oracle comes in that way, he's going to have full information. And he probably... yeah, the battery's about to complete here any minute. Oracle following up. Adept trying to shade in, does take a little bit of shield damage, but I think he's just going more in to be annoying and get a scout. Riser following it up with a Twilight Council, so nothing too cheeky. Well, Max already has his. So Max, wait, does he? No. Hello, Mr. Casterman. Wake up. How you doing, El Lurko? Duck Cuddler, and you know what? Reza's been gone so long, Duck Cuddler, that Cuckler is been a forgotten thing. Where's our man Reza? All right, let's take a look at the losses. It's a Zealot and an Adept for Max Packs for some Probies, but now there's double Oracle. Certainly going to find some value here. 4, 5, 6, 7 workers and 8 workers going down. Not too bad, but it looks like he is in a position to lose. The Stalker is... oh, yeah, he's getting a little greedy. Blink is a far shot from being done. So 10 workers for Max Packs. Not too bad. Riser down to 27 on the other side of the map. Max is just finishing up his Twilight. Ahead on workers, getting another gate. And, yeah, okay, there's his Forge. So going into the Blink. Let's see what we got coming up, folks. How you gamers doing? Old man Dave needs to wake up here a little bit. I mean, it's only 8:30 at night. And I'm still feeling tired, but not tired. Ooh, okay, a little rev tag from Max over here. He's going to keep both Oracles out to keep information. Third base going down for Riser. Riser with a Zealot to scout and possibly deny a third base. Max Pack's going to drop a pylon to set up for a third of his own. Will it be scouted? The answer is yes. Oracle is going to scout this. Not getting too greedy. The one that was on death's door is going to live. And Max Pax is setting up for a third of his own, but that Zealot here, I don't think he's paying attention. Oh, Max is going to lose the probe. Called it. He is going to have Blink a little later than Riser, but it doesn't matter. That is one dead Zealot. And Riser, consequently, is going to have a pretty much quicker Nexus. Doesn't mean too much. Like the fact that Max Pax has 2 Oracles still out on the map. Riser dropping some more gates, just finishing his Forge, but Max Pax has a +1 lead. Blink just finishing up. He's going to hit with the Stalkers any second out. In 2 seconds, yeah, Max is going to have Blink for this engagement, killing the pylon and potentially maybe a Stalker and getting out of there. Oh, nice Blink micro. Yeah, he's going to win this fight for a bit. And he does have some reinforcements arriving. However, that was a little sloppy. He's going to try to put pressure on Goat. Riser GD's out and Max Pax advances. Duck and Cuddler. Yeah, that was a quick one. That was a quick one. Winner goes... Okay, so what's going on now? Let's update the bracket. Oh, Jim Rise... Yeah, Beowulf knew what he was doing. He went on to go catch Raynor. Because now Raynor's going to be fighting Neuro. Neuro versus Raynor. That's funny. What a funny outcome on NA side of things to go on to the the round of 16, actually. Keen is waiting on Mixu and Baby Marine. Okay, Max Pax is going on to fight Beyond and Killian, still going on. So, yeah. Let's see what we get. I will be right back. Just a minute. We're waiting for a lobby. Okay, we have Neuro versus Raynor. And, yeah. This one should be a pretty certain outcome anyway. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner. Cosmic Sapphire representing Root Gaming. It is the streamer man himself, the chill Nero in the yellow. And his opponent in the upper left, representing Kaizi in the red, playing Protoss. It's Rainer. Nero wishing him the speed and wisdom of the gods in your GSL run. Somebody bet 1,000 on Nero? Oh, I'm sorry, Sibajan. I don't know your points. I'm sorry, what happened? It was Nina Max Pax versus Riser. I thought it was the last one, and Max Pax had won that. I would like to go over to my boy Max again, but Rainer is our world-class champion. Rainer off racing his Protoss. It's okay, Sibajan. I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know why you... How'd you steal your points? You lost your points from losing the bet. Cyril didn't... Or, Riser didn't win. I'm confused. Or was it from the previous prediction? I'm sorry. We can... Well, we can figure it out after. We can do a poll to fix the points at some point. You can always get them back when Dave ladders and you know I'm gonna lose. Oh boy. Anyway, Rainer is setting up pretty standard, actually. We're gonna see the Rainer Zerg style of Protoss. Kind of like Hero, but more strange. But I don't know, Rainer's Protoss is freaking awesome. Honestly, I know Beowulf is catching this, but it was a lobby open and a damn good one. And Neuro playing pretty standard as well. Getting his 2 sets of lings and his 2 queens. Is going to go try to take a third and chase that probe down with the lings. Is Rainer somehow going to be able to get a block even with 4 lings around? And the answer is yes-ish. Yeah, he is. Holy crap, Rainer's that good. With 1 probe, he managed to get a delay for Nero. I mean, Nero isn't exactly a scrub. Nero actually beat Jim Rising. Let's wreck Nero. We got Rainer toss. And it looks like we're going to see an Oracle opener from Rainer. Rainer's studying the hero build. I bet you 10 to 1 he's going to work on it because it's basically how he plays, but now that he's been seeing it, I have a feeling that's what we're going to see out of Rainer. Let's see if he does the double forge variety. And we're probably going to see the quick third adept. Not going to find any value. It's going to get surrounded. Well, Nero seems like he's nervous. He's got a lot of lings, but he's just going to be safe. He doesn't want to lose a single drone. Is going to manage to get them to safety. Beautiful spore, by the way, might I add. Oracle going out. Nero is contained at his side of the map for now with the lings. Adept going to shade away while the Oracle retreats. The Oracle is going to be scouted immediately. Nero does have a spore crawler in defense. Queens slowly creeping in, but only one's going to be there to greet it. Oh, is it going to be enough to scare it? No, a drone going down. That's true, Sando. I was trying to scam you. Hey, Smoke, thank you for the raid. If somebody wants to shout him out, I'm on a 2-minute delay for ESL. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, you have raided into this, guys. Smoke's doing a Genshin Impact sponsored thing. Thank you for the raid, buddy. If you guys want to help him out, you can keep in touch with this. And I need to get your commands showed it
to anger.
Fixed
Anger
up here.
Leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Oh, unlucky Sibajan. But thank you again, Smoke, guys. Make sure you give Smoke a follow. This is hard to do because we get a little lag when I do this. We're on a 2-minute delay. All right, double Oracle gonna take a little bit of damage. Rainer not being that haphazard. Takes hull damage on both, but one more on this Oracle than the other. And behind this, Neuro is getting saturated, getting those queens out, getting melee. Do like the +1 melee. Rainer going into Blink does have 2 more gates. And that early third gonna finish up. Okay, we have a Stalker and an Oracle defend and Adept in the wall on the other side. Oracle not being used. Oh, is Rainer gonna lose his pylon? The answer is yes. Oh no, the battery's down, but there's no power to it. Okay, Nero being safe, and yet maybe a little... he was being pretty cautious for that. Behind it, somehow we missed 11 drones going down to the other Oracle. Let's take a look at the losses. Oh my god, that other Oracle's still alive somewhere. Is that the same one? No? That is not the same one. Let's see where the Oracles are. Okay, right here. Ooh, between these two. Yeah, so the Oracle's 11 drones fail. Yeah, apologies for that smoke. We are just on a 2-minute delay because of tournament. And this is world-class player now. He actually qualified for GSL. He's off racing. Our Zerg player, one of the best Zergs in the world, playing Protoss against Neuro, Mr. Big Streamer, man. And man, these Stalkers are putting the hurt in the work. And I was off production. It's gonna be a little late. Yeah, actually, it's a late +1 from Rainer. His army supply pretty good. Going for that early 4th base. Looked like it might be at about 608, if I was to guess. So we're a little behind the ball here. Creep tubers getting cleaned up, active and passive. And there's a nice little... Ooh, I like these 2 stasis wards. And guess what? A third? He is trying to debate anything. This might even get queens at this rate. Oh, Blink Stalkers are out. And 2 queens are caught in the stasis ward. Sadly, the other one does not help. But that is kind of nice for Mr. Rainer. Behind this, Neuro is getting a Hydra Den. I don't know how much I agree with that. I do like the centrifugal hooks. I think he's going to try to go to fast lurkers. Rainer going into charge. Ooh, the stasis ward gets a few of the lings. Actually, it could have been a lot worse if it was just the 2 there. But he does get a decent group. And Rainer is going to be extremely aggressive with these Blink Stalkers. Oh my god. Hey, what up, Yum Rice? How you doing? Alright, let's take a look here. +1 finishing up for Rainer with charge on the way. We are going to see... that's a pretty good amount of lings from Neuro. And he does have +2 melee on the way. With Groove Spine. So he wants to be defensive against the Oracles, I guess, but he's not really going to need Hydra. Like, Hydras could be okay, but naturally the follow-up from Rainer, he has to expect that it's going to be Zealots. 4th base, extremely saturated from Rainer. 1 Adept and a shield battery, and no A move from Mr. Rainer. The Zealots being warped in a cannon over here. There's a very Artosis pylon, another cannon and a battery. And Rainer going for a 5th base, you mad lad, on the rich gas at 8:15, we'll say, I'm guessing, just approximating the couple seconds. We didn't see that there. More stasis wards coming out. This is fantastic. Good to see you, Yum Rice, by the way, as well. My old friendo, Yummy McRicey. All right. And these Stalkers are going to put some aggro on, not catching a queen totally. There's going to be some Hydras, which comic... Oh, the Stasis Ward does help on the other side. Yeah, this actually helped out quite a bit, preventing some of the surround. Zealots coming in the fight, but now it's going to be a little weird of a battle. A little skirmish going on, and actually, for the moment, Rainer is just winning the fight, I think. Zealots coming in on the side. The Stalker is going to come up, but the Stasis Ward running off means there's going to be more Lings reinforcing. Guess what? More Zealots at the doorstep. Nero with an army supply advantage, but Rainer being relentless. He took that 5th behind us. What a madman. He's higher at drones than our Zerg player. But look at how he's fighting with these Zealots and Stalkers. Rainer playing at Zerg toss. This is absolutely fantastic play. Decent defense from Neuro, though. Neuro is actually trading all right. Rainer getting his 2nd Forge upgrades on the way for this hero style that he's doing. Would like to see like a Templar Archives. Let's see how many gases Rainer's on. He's just on the 3 gases. for a insanely, it's going to be an insanely higher probe count potentially. Okay, there it is. He's going to be able to get into Archons. All right, so it's going to be a Zealots time that we normally see the whole gamut of Protoss, like Disruptors and stuff, or some kind of transition, which has been Zealots and Stalkers, and Zealot was the follow-up, and it's still going on. So cool to see this style. With the few Oracles remaining. Actually, did one of the Oracles fall? Yeah, one of the Oracles did fall. Let's take a look at the losses. Yeah, Rainer's trading pretty efficiently, and when you consider his... He can afford to trade a little less efficiently, to say the least, because he is playing like a Zerg. 5th base is fully saturated. He's at 88 workers, which is absolutely mad. Zealots going in, picking off reinforcing Hydralisks and Lings. There was no Roachborn drop from Neuro. Neuro would have liked to see our Lurker Den go down, but I don't think we do have it. No, he never thought of it. I don't understand the Hydra play, really, like, really. Without going into Lurkers. I truthfully don't understand that decision. That was a little rough, to say the least. GG is called, and Rainer takes game at number 1. I hate to say it, Neuro, but not surprisingly. Rainer's Protoss is pretty deadly, just as his Zerg is, and he's getting better and better at that. You're going to the hospital? I hope you're okay, Veteran Gamer. Thanks for hanging out, brother. And thanks again to Smoke. Hallowed Smoke be thy username, but Smoke in actuality. Damn, Mixu going on. I hope I'm not missing max packs. Let's see what's going on here. Mixu made it. I'm happy to see that. Mixu is a great dude and a great Zerg player. And a little bit of history. He's one of the first hire guys I'd seen. Oh, he's still fighting Baby Marine. Holy shit, that's a hell of a game. Wait, did they go without me? Did they go without me? Okay, Dark versus... Ooh. Ooh, Nina took a game off Dark. Girlfriend and heart issues. I'm sorry to hear that, Veteran Gamer. Neuro's fault. Rainer's really fast. Oh shit, pigs. All right, it is Nina versus Dark. Shit. I'm pretty sure Nino has a point off Dark. I could be wrong. We'll know shortly after the match, but we're bouncing around a little bit today. Musical Castorinos. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice. Give it up for a world-class Zerg player, our Korean. Dark, ironically in the yellow. And his opponent in the upper right. Give it up for License to Kills, Nina in the blue. Nina, the micro ballerina, as Steadfast would call her. And damn, if Nina did, if I am correct on the score, because Dark reported 0-1 to me, this is gonna be something. That is for sure. Because, you know, Nina's been getting back into the game, and she is a really good player. People underrate. But I feel like Nina's going to be getting back into form more and more. We did have a little bit of a dicey game against Riser, but it was still a 2-0. Very well played by Riser, by the way, too. Yeah, still, he did a good fight. And Response did pretty well, too, honestly, earlier on. Sadly, we were deviated from our Max Pack series. You know, I'm a huge Max Packs fan here. The man who micros DTs like none other. But these two are great. Nina, another favorite toss of mine, and Dark, obviously, just the notorious dastardly Dark, who's opening pretty standard this game, actually. I'd like to point out so far, but Dark, known for his crazy shenanigans and devastating Ling run buys, as well as just roach headbutts. I'm curious to see how this game plays out. I'm actually curious to see Nina's PvZ. I've been streaming so much, I've not been able to catch her. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens here. Nina preparing for a Nidus, potentially, even though that's a weird spot. Now she's just going to get some vision, maybe for the Overlord. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, very standard opener from Dark. Except the Lings are going immediately out. Dark going with pressure right off the rip. With his... just 2 Lings. Okay, he's just committing to 2. Going to chase the probe back, I guess. No, he's going to split off. Okay. Dark looks like he's posturing to secure a base. Nina, is she going to go back to scout for a 3rd? I don't think so. Okay, Dark with a little later 3rd. Droning up behind it a little more. It's just a bit late, but I think he's doing this very calculated for a build. For the drone count, so he gets a few more drones in there before rushing the 3rd. Nina is opening with a Twilight Council. Let's see what sheer build is. Going for the Robo on the wall. This could be Resonating Glaives. This could be Dark Templar. So let's take a look at the gas. She is not pulled off gas yet. Are we going to see any tech being researched from the Twilight Council. Nope, it's going to be DTs. We are going into a DT drop. And Nina doesn't have a stalker out. Just 2 adepts. So this could be devastating. There's no warp gate, no stalker. This is going to be scouted by Dark very quickly. So Nina is on a timer. Adepts, on the other hand, are going to shade in. Ooh, I don't know how much I agree with that shade, but she is going to get a couple lings. Hull damage not quite done. They're going to start getting there. Forcing a pull from Dark, but doesn't get the drone and the gas. Does she get some more on the follow-up? She does catch one. Yeah, she needs to get some more. Getting those lings isn't too bad, I guess. It's something, at least it's army units. 2 drones. And is she going to shade the hell out of there? Yes, she is. Nina saves the adepts. Of course, that was scouted before. Do we see spine crawlers or a layer? We have Baneling Nest. Okay. Did Nina what the hell? No, the Overlord is just going to scout right by it. Dark, okay, Dark is getting those spore crawlers. They're coming pretty quickly. So Dark's going to be in defense of that. But with no layer, DTs can still be quite annoying. Dark going into Banes. Wing Bane has been the thing for a while for a lot of builds. Very cool to see Nina with a decent time third base, too. Everything looking pretty good. So a little delayed DTs at that. But maybe she's just going to go for an Archon. She is going to go for an Archon and just be defensive. See, you don't necessarily need to get it done, but very cool stuff. I might be a DT, but my brother is ET. Very true. He's an extraterrestrial. Is Dark gonna go for a big Bane Bust? It is a Bane Bust Link Flood. There's no shield battery, and Nina does not have the information on it, nor she would have the tools if the Archon was back home. It would buy her time, but this may just be GG. This is not much to defend, and again, without scouting, it's rough. Oh, wait. Hold the phones up. Nope, there it is. Dark just getting in position. Nina is going to possibly DG. Oh, no. Is Nina going to see this? No. Probes going in to meet shield. The Ling follow-up is going to be just as devastating. Beautiful splits, though. Can Nina survive some of this? If she can debate some Banelings, DT's being warped in to clean up some of the Lings. Oh, no. Oh, no. Can Nina do it? This is going to take all the micro, but now Lings are going to come in, derping just incredible splits, but at the same time, Nina has to be careful. The Bane's behind it, sacrificing a Dark Templar to save however many probes there are. 20 probes fell all together because of a 30. Oh, God, we're missing it all. 8 workers. This is GG. And unless I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, which I likely am, this could be series. And we have another lobby going into game number 3. I was correct. Nina did take it before. So this is interesting. I would love to see the replay of that. Would it be a good stuff? All right, Cats is casting too tonight. That's an interesting situation. We don't always see that. All right, here we are. And with that said, we are on match point on game number 3, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. DaveTestaSC, these nuts. It's Dark. And in the upper right, we got our blue Protoss, Nina. see what shenanigans we got on DaveTestaSC these nuts. And Gene Sim, Hog Squirrel, indeed. If Nina beats Dark, that would be a pretty big upset right now. But the fact that she took a map off Dark so far means anything's possible. I am curious to see what comes out of both these players this game. Dark going for a hatchery first, respecting Nina not to be a cheeser. No, Dark knows that was just an insanely disgusting move. I don't feel as bad to dying to Bane bustling floods now on a macro setup after that game. Very unlucky. The problem of DT Archon, folks. You are potentially set up for a lot of failure for a while if you're not right on top of everything. But obviously quite a good build. It's just not a very good defensive build if you're not scouting the right stuff. But damn, that was something in game number 2. Nina gonna be a little annoying here. He's going to take her core at 20. Nothing out of the norm. Alright. And again with the pylon on the side. This map, yeah, that's a decent location for a Nidus, potentially. I don't know. I gives, you know, and you get a low ground battery. Actually, yeah, I think she does that for the low ground battery as well. Could be wrong. I should ask her about that. That would make sense, especially on this map where you're kind of forced to take... You can take this third, but I kind of like triangle third better on this map in said matchup. Personally, but it's that walls, but the cyber core is going to be a little exposed in this case. And Nina is going to scout the third. Not going to be able to force a little block, though. Dark's going to be... Oh, she is going to... Dark delayed it the last time, though, so I don't think this is going to mess with much of him. Nina this time going in for Twilight Council again. Would like a Stalker follow-up instead. But she is going to shade back. Catches the link. Boom! Could be Resonating Glaives this time. A little later, Robo. Let us take a look at the saturations. We're going to tell in a moment. And Nina going to push out with the 2 Adepts. See, I'm a huge fan of the Stalker follow-up myself. Just for a lot of builds. It doesn't have to be DT Archon. It doesn't have to be Resonating Glaives. Oh, she's going to drop this in. Even with a Ling Scout. She going to kill the Ling? She's going to kill the Ling. Nope. She has to be careful. Oh, look at the micro of Nina, though. I think she debated because the Dark Shrine's in kind of a cheekier spot. She is trying to get the Speedling. The Adepts are all going to go up there and deny the Scout, but wait, the Overlord sees it anyway, Nina. What are you doing? What is she doing, you crazy girl? The Overlord should seize it, but we don't see any spines. War Prism's on the way, but quite slower, so I don't think... What a weird game. The Dark Shrine's clearly scouted. Spines are going to come down. Do we see a layer build coming this time? It's only 1 on gas. Still no spines. War Prism on the way. See all that scouted. It's a lot of Lings, though. Enough to pressure the third. The third's not set up yet. Okay. Little later, third. 3 Adepts are pretty nice. But Dark going to put an issue onto the natural. 3 Adepts, definitely nice. War Prism going back. Do we have Spores? No, we have a layer. As Cyril said, bigger fan of going layer before the double Evo in any matchup, but Protoss, you definitely want an earlier layer, in my opinion, unless you got to build like before where you're going with something a little cheeky. It is just going to be an Archon. Nina is not going to make the same mistake, but doesn't have any information. They're like, oh, the Adepts are out of position, and the War Prism is not here. 2 Adepts fall. Was it 2? Actually, that could have been 3. Yeah, 3 Adepts. The second one's a follow-up going back to the wall. Wouldn't hate a shield battery. Oops. Okay, there is an Overlord over here. Dark, a fan of Nidus play at times. Invisible Men being morphed in. to defend. The shield battery looks like that is going hella down. Decent micro from Nina, but that's very rough. That was great micro from Dark and a great little poking. Little poking and prodding from the Dark man. Mr. Dark. Okay, double Archon's going out, but he's going to be relentless. Losing that shield battery is rough because there's just an adept or two to help out. Is that going to be a DT? No, it's another adept. Probe's getting pulled to help fight. Nina trying desperately to fight this off, and she's going to have to go back home again. I think she didn't have to, but I mean, I guess it was smart, but she has no information, no damage done on the other side of the map. It's very, very unfortunate for Nina. Dark going into glial reconstitution and +1 ranged attacks. Nina getting an immortal, but doesn't even have a forge yet. I don't like, it's tough decisions to make, but personally, I like getting that fast +1 if you're going ground. That Warp Prism, holy shit, Dark at the working. Yeah, Nina has to be extra careful with the Warp. Oh, barely saves it, and does force the issue. She just gets a queen, trades, and looking very good for Dark. As much as it was just Lings and a creep tumor and a queen. So that said, Nina has to get back into this. Going into Colossi, there is going to be a Nidus Worm. Nina does have some decent information. The Overlord right here, so yeah, with an Overseer can go elsewhere. Dark being damn annoying, taking his own like a Watchtower. Is he going to go for a multi-prong? Yeah, he's going for a multi-prong, I think. Oh, is he? Well, we'll see. He looks like he's just pushing out across the map. He's going to go for a multi-prong for reinforcements. Nina getting some stalkers out. We do have extended thermal lance, but no +1. Not a time for a 4th base when you're getting assaulted. And that's a lot of roaches going in two directions. Dark with a beautiful split. Nina going with our Archon drop on the other side, but that Warp Prism again is really damaged. But she needs everything she can to hold this. Colossi, not so great against roaches. They ain't disruptors, and there is a Nidus going down. A recall of 2 Archons, 1 disintegrating immediately. This is not looking good for Nina. The Nidus going into the main base. Nina just doesn't have enough to hold this. There's no shield battery in the natural. Oh my god, Dark is going to have some units popping out of this. A queen and some roaches coming back in. Nina's got to move quick, but she's got to... Oh, this is just so much. A disruptor on the way. Can the disruptor do God's work to defend the 3rd base? Forget the 4th. Nina's got to defend like every base. DT's trying to get damage done on the Nidus, but there's an Overseer. The 3rd base falls. 19 workers are down, and Dark is doing it. Nina hoping for anything. A disruptor in a dream, losing 20 workers. Trying to keep them all alive on like anywhere and everywhere. But this is just so many roaches. And GG is called. Dark takes game number 3. Closing out the series. Damn, very unlucky. Nina just didn't have an inch to breathe with how much pressure Dark was putting on. Little sad to follow off the max pack. I like following Nina's series too, but she still took a map off Dark, and that's something to write home about, to say the least. All right, let's take a look at the updated bracket. Do we have anybody in? Okay, Beyond versus Max Packs. I'm sure Steadfast is on it. Yep, Max Packs, Steadfast is on it. That is still ongoing. Bayo is Keen versus Mixu. Trying to keep eyes everywhere. Looks like we see some other folks hopping in. Dark versus Goblin, nice. And it looks like, yeah, Bion is up a game on Max Packs. Bion is usually the kryptonite to Max Packs at times. We've seen it in my tournaments even. It's kind of nice to be able to say that, but... Goblin. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes here to catch up. And yeah, this is gonna be a good one too. I'll be very impressed if our underdog takes this one. My man Goblin. Yeah, I figured by that point it'd be over. You guys would have seen. Still, Nina is quite good, and in her form of old, Nina was still a pretty top player, one of our best in NA. She still is, and can get back, I think, a bit more. But nonetheless, she took a game off Dark, and that is pretty impressive. Goblin D's nuts. Is Dark gonna be Goblin D's nuts? That is the question, chat. How's the casting tonight? We doing all right? You guys just lurking around for me? Yeah, we doing okay? Appreciate you guys. Oh, thank you. And this is, I believe. Yeah, this is the quarterfinals, so no semis going on yet. Dark OP true. All right. We are in the lobby. I'm just waiting for the players. Goblin just... I go, thank you, Goblin. Cats, I think, maybe trolled me. And Goblin just goes, thank you, Goblin. All right. This should be a banger. Are we gonna see Goblin and break out the stuff? What up, Satan Savior? I gotta say, Cuck has not been mentioned enough. Slaw Bunny's nuts. Well, we got Goblin D's nuts for this case, because we got Goblin coming up. I forgot I could do this. It looks like Max Packs and Beyond are tied up. It would appear from what I see here. Yeah, Max Packs posted a lobby. All right, here we go. And with me casting this, if you guys want to see somebody more world-class, you got Pig and Cats following the same series. Steadfast capturing Max Packs and Beyond on match point of game number 3, and Beowulf with Keen and Rainer, which is actually a really good one too. Rocklets, I'm not sure where they are at. Anyway, spawning in the upper right-hand corner of Inside Now. Give it up for Dark in the yellow. And his opponent in the bottom left representing Team Roddy. The Rotterdam, the Rotterdam team. It is Goblin in the red. And I will forego the meme for a bit. You might say he's been to Sokon or Slaw Bunnies. What up, Satan Savior? Finally got our game going. And this is Dark. I know, man, this is a banger. We have so many heavy hitters. Literally, GSL winner, you know, just world-class tournament winning Dark, Rainer, Max Packs, but Goblin, our up-and-comer, such a good kid, good player. Does his best to play in smaller off-brand tournaments like the Dave tournaments, the Chicken Mantesta Opens. Alrighty. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a pretty standard setup from Goblin. There's no cannon rush today, which is a wise move. You may change your name to Slaw Bunnies now that you heard that joke, Veterans Gamer. Yeah, that is a good one. Satan Savior, well done. I have not heard that one. Slaw Bunnies nuts. Oh, there we go. Good chat. Good job, Satan Savior, for saving us. We got an Overlord scouting around here just like a Chad, floating everywhere. It looks like we're just gonna have a standard setup for Mr. Dark. Let's see what this Ogre Lord does. He's gonna go in the back, getting out of harm's way from a Stalker. No, he's just gonna chill right here. I'm so tempted to build a Stalker myself. I don't know about any of you guys when and if you play Protoss at all. It's just so tempting. You just go, let's just open Stalker. But Stalkers are just so bad against the Lings earlier on. Dark being efficient with the Ling use again. Gonna deny the scout on Goblin, and he is gonna take the other third quite late, like before. Dark with a late third. It's like his signature move. It is gonna be a Stalker follow-up from Mr. Goblin. Mr. Sokka. I mean Goblin. Goblin's a good dude. A really good player too. So if he takes a map off Dark, that's something. It is looking like it could be the hero build. It's definitely an Oracle Stargate opener, but we will see. And the thing is Dark is so good at using his links. Let's take a look. Nothing is lost. Another Overlord going in for a scout. And Probe setting up. This looks like the hero build. The Probe is setting up for a third base. Another pylon was taken in the main. And the Oracle is going to be scouted, I believe. May have just been out of range, but the Stargate certainly will be. Would like to see that Stalker going around elsewhere. No, he's going to the wall because the Adept's going out for a little bit of scouting information and harass potentially. No, it's just going to defend the third. Love that little heading spot. Will the Oracle find anything? He's going to see this third finishing up. Did take a few spines to the face. To the face. Well, Dark is the favored player, Satan Savior. As much as you love your Zerg, sometimes you gotta make your calculated bets, you know? But Dark is the favored player of the two for sure. And his timings... Oh. We do have some hull damage to the Oracle. And yeah, let's see this. It looks like Goblin is going to finish the wall. We say the hero build, but another player that plays pretty similarly, at least a little bit, is Skillis. And will this Lang find a probe? Nope. Oh, it's going to live. It is going to live. The wall is started for Mr. Goblin. Okay, two Stalkers should make sure work with this Overlord. Oracle's going back in, trying to find some damage. Queen's out of position. Queens are walk. Oh my god, it's a Queen walk? An off-meta Queen walk. Where's the lair? Wait. There's no... Oh my god, there's no Creeper Lords. But an Oracle is going to fall. There's not going to be a lot of units for a bit. A Void Ray is forced out. This is really weird, but because there's no lair. You can't use Creeper Lords. Dark, what are you doing? It's a build of yesteryear, but Goblin's being sloppy. He could potentially lose an Oracle. He should have dropped the stasis trap earlier. In the third base, there's only a couple Roaches and a 3 Ravagers, 3 Roaches. Gateway's finished up, so there can be some Orphans. That Stalker looks stuck. Blink's a hell of a ways away. The Oracles are going to be a huge component in this fight, and unfortunately, that's a lot of Queens. Transfuse or not, that's the only good thing is they can't transfuse, but Oracles can get some good value on Queens as their Stalkers, but there's a lot of Lings, a lot of fighting. But this looks like a game for Goblin to win. Can he do it? He just needs to keep his stuff alive, and he can actually trade better. Dark is 100% all in on this, but he's on 3 bases. Are you ever truly all in as a Zerg? Oh, and Oracle's gonna go to the Biles. Void Ray coming in for the fight. Queens are gonna slowly try to go there. It's gonna get a little damage on the Ravagers, but you know what? GG. I don't know if he needed the GG just yet, but yeah, when his production's in the third base, goddamn. Ooh, you found out your mom was in town, you had lunch, and you've taken your roommate, Raven is taking her roommate's dog out for 2 walks today. Nice. Good stuff, and good to see you hung with your mom, Veterans Gamer. All right, that was a hell of a game. I'm really surprised Goblin tapped. But truthfully, Stasis Wards would be the way to go. He had one with a ton of energy. Had he got one in the third, like in a cheeky spot in the mineral line, that could have saved him the day. Oh. All right, guys, let's go. Don't worry, we're gonna get this face for radio off screen here in a minute. You're so wet. Ah, boy. That build, it's such a ballsy move. You literally could throw a game doing that. Think if it's anybody but Dark, because, you know, it's just hard to do without a lair and Creeper Lords, because you don't have any way to transfuse. That said, spawning in the bottom left corner of DaveTestaSC, it is Dark and a yellow. And his opponent in the upper right, from Team Roddy in the red. He's going to be DaveTestaSC gobbling these nuts. He's gobbling. The Protoss. Let's see what happens here. Take my money. Poor Satan Savior was hoping to bet on Dark, and he bet on Goblin. But can Goblin come back? Can we at least go to a game 3? That is the question, chat. Alright, nice little scout from Mr. Goblin, going for a gate scout, not a pylon scout. Which either way is fine. Dark not going for any pool first. Hey, welcome Hazeberry. Nemesis still here. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we do have a pool going down for Mr. Dark. Everything looking pretty normal for the intro. But Dark has so many cheeky builds, my god. I'm not surprised to see it. We've seen Dark do Queen Walk still. We've seen him throw games because of it, though, too. Still, I think, the third Nexus... personally, I think Goblin could have done that a little differently, and it might have been a little premature tap out. One disrupt, it would have damaged those queens. But yeah, I probably would have killed them because they were taking damage, truthfully. Without transfuse, it wouldn't instantly kill them, but it would have damaged them. Yeah, it's 2 disruptors to kill a queen, right? But the fact that they were taking damage and they have no ability to transfuse when they're off creep now, that would have killed a significant number of them. But you guys are correct. It's 2 disruptors to kill queens. Queens are like literally one of the strongest units in the game overall. Like, as far as tankiness, they are pretty good damn units. They can tank much. Now, guys, the thing is he couldn't instantly have had a disruptor when you're going that build and that style. That was a timing attack from Dark. So against the hero build, it's tough. What he had in his arsenal, you gotta remember, you gotta use the tools at your disposal because there was no time. He could have tried to tech into an immortal, maybe, but like he got a void ray out. It was about using stasis wards. Stasis wards totally would have saved the game. Proxy 4-axe Raven, but I'm not playing yet. Maybe for a little later. I don't know where Woot is. Woot's taking a break. This is ESL, Nemesis. I'm probably gonna play some ladder a little later, but I'm gonna take a break between this for dinner and taking the garbage out and getting some cleaning done. But I will be back later on with ladder stream, Angry Dave stream, Kappa. I have much MMR to gain back because I had dropped a bunch from being tired and I'll leave a couple games because of phone calls earlier today. Off stream, I was trying to play and get some MMR back. But anyway, Oracle is going to find no damage, does get a rev tag, and takes just 3 health damage. That is it. And it is another early third. It is going to be the hero build again. 2 oracles going out trying to get some vision. Lings are here. Actually, the 2 queens are close by. I wonder what the game plan is here. You know, it'd be funny if he just count these lings. He's not gonna. Oh, he's gonna be surrounded by queens a little bit. There's a spore. Yeah, there's 4 queens around this, and a spore crawler has to be a little careful. And is going to take a decent amount of hull damage on the top side Oracle. Okay, it is going to be the triple Oracle with the Forge Twilight follow-up. I don't know about Blink Stalkers against Dark. Honestly, I feel like if he had charge lots, he could have dealt with the Lings and just used some more. Love the delay. We moved on. Hey, I'm keeping up with chat. It ain't easy. I do the best I can, and sometimes when we have a lot going on, I just ignore it. This is 4 gates with an Artois pylon, as TTS would call it, an Artosis pylon. We'll call it the Artois pylon. Okay, Oracle's going back, getting some information. It's a lot of lings. It's going to be +1 melee attacks for Dark. No Forge. Well, the Forge is down, so it's +1 ground weapons, but Blink again. Blink Stalkers are good against this style to a point. but against a cheeky player like Dark, previous game, I think charge would have been the call. You just realized Dark's playing? Yeah, we have a lot of players. We have Max Pax, who Max Pax 3-0'd Clem again, winning Max Pax. I wish he could play in offline events, because let me tell you something. I think he would have taken or placed in some very high tier live events as well. We have Rainer, Bion, we had Killian play. We have all sorts of people all over the place. Lots of great players. Fourth base going down for Goblin. Dark on 3 bases. Actually, he's taking his fourth too. Gonna have it a little faster, but for our Protoss to be that quick on it is pretty good. It looks a little more like a macro game here, which is actually kind of cool. I would like to see, when I say macro, I mean we may get into some a later time. There is an Overseer getting more for a Changeling. Blink and +1 about to finish for a Goblin. That is going to be clutch. He's not using Stasis Wards. I'd like to see Stasis Wards just peppered everywhere. They are quite useful against the very Ling heavy comp. He does get a rev tag on these Lings, and is consequently going to go catch some Lings. It is going to be a Storm charge follow-up. I like this. Granted, there's going to be a lot of roaches coming out. Dark at 76 workers. Goblin keeping up with him, though. This is actually kind of cool about this style. It just feels so different. Army supply obviously heavily in favor of Dark. Goblin really has to be careful. He has 4 more gates coming because there's just so much Zerg on the map. And some beautiful creep spread at that. He is going to go for the Immortal Charge, it's not going to be Immortal. It's going to be Archon Charge Lots Blink Stalker play with +2 on the way. He's not going for the double Forge, at least as of yet. That being said, ranged attacks +1 is going to finish up with its double Evo. So, ooh, if he can get a scout on this, which he can't, he really can't bust into this. He could technically with the Oracles, but now there's so many Queens out, it's kind of difficult. Oops, sorry about that. All right. There is going to be Dropper Lords and Creeper Lords. I think we're going to see something similar, but in a higher caliber move. But maybe it's just going to be Ling Dropper Lords. Oh, these may be scouted. If Goblin's paying attention and takes a second to look, that could be quite nice for him. All right. +2 ground weapons for a Protoss player is on the way. Archons, a Robo coming down. I like this. He's teching. See, one thing about the hero style that I don't like is when you're playing against players like Dark, you lack the tools. And guess what? That Robo's coming down in a clutch time because this is a lurker den, folks. But that being said, it's a 5th base. We got 5 base. We have an equal base Protoss to an equal base Zerg. Goblin obviously just can't pump out as many units just yet. But I think that's going to be changing. He's going to get a lot of Zealots. The problem is going to be lurkers after. Seismic Spines being researched. Beautiful storms. Oh my god. Like almost all the Lings die. 5 escape. Some extremely battered. Overseer trying to go down. 2 Changelings getting split in an instant from Mr. Dark. I'd like to see an Observer. He's going for a Warp Prism. He wants to push out, but he's going to need some other tools. Do we see a Robo Bay come down? Now finally we see some Stasis Wards being dropped defensively. Again, he's going to need detection. He has Oracles. Actually, does he still have the Oracles? Yeah, he has 3 Oracles still alive. That is actually pretty good for our Protoss player. He's going to go clean out some of this creep finally with a Rev Tag. And there is an Observer coming behind us. I do like this. Bane's trying to be morphed. Archon's lead in the front. Warp Prism is going to cautiously back off. And yeah, it's a lot of High Templar with a lot of Storm potential, though. The lurkers are right there. Oh no! Back off! Back off, Goblin! Or you're gonna be Goblin on Dark's nuts. The humanity. Okay, there's an Observer out. Overlord goes. Oh, it was a Bane Dropper Lord. 29 workers went down. Fortunately, there are 5 Nexi. There's the Nidus. Dark always with the Nidus. Not like this. There's no scouting. There's no information. Poor Goblin's all the way across the map. He has nothing to see this. Let's take a look in Goblin's vision. Yeah, he does. Now he sees the Overlord. Now he knows where it is. He's got a recall. Does he have a recall available in the main? He does not. Does he have a recall available in the natural? He does not. He's going to try to kill a lurker. Oh, he's got Big Daddy Immortal. Getting 1 Immortal. Well, all the units are going to start coming in. Oh my god, it's a massive... Okay, never mind. This is the attack on the 5th base. Stasis Ward helps the cause. I don't think he's just dead just yet, but this is going to be a hell to deal with. More lurkers coming in. Observers are... Oh my god, he's cleaning up some of this. However, so much is lost at 5th base. Speaking of losses, is going to fall. There is a nice wall and defensive setup on the 4th, though. Granted, it's a 5th base. He lost a ton of workers. Goblin's not dead. +3's on the way. Well, I'm in Goblin's vision. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently, he uses the executor announcer. Yeah, this is looking rough for Goblin, but at the same time, I wouldn't count him out. He did... Let's take a look at the trades. So he actually... Dark lost a shit ton right there. So, fortunately, it was a bit committed. Oh, this Bane bust, though, can actually just kill the game. These are probably just going to be high... Oh, they're Archons. That could help tank. There's only one battery here, though. The engage over here. Going to be a little distracting. Oh, this is scouted. Oh, sadly, if those stasis... Oh, no, Goblin! 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 The humanity! And, well, most of the probes were saved, and somehow, miraculously, the base survives. The battery overcharge should be being used on that, but he's worried about the other side. He's not used... Okay, he did use it. Beautiful storm on the Banes. Would like to see this stuff trying to fight it, but 2 immortals out of position. Goblin really needs to pay attention to this, because this time he's not going to be so lucky that Nexus is dead, as well as the drones. Nope, never mind. Nice catch. He lost 7 workers, but at this point, he's actually getting some counter pressure done, and I don't hate it. I would like to see a Robo Bay. A Nidus going down up here. But there's a lurker being annoying. No detection. Goblin's getting out an observer. He has an observer. It's off his control group. There's another link flood coming in, potentially banelings. And in the lurker is roaches and lings. Possibly queens. Oracles. Activate. 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 No. This is just too much Zerg. Goddamn, Dark is so good. But Goblin, that was so hard to deal with. Oracle's activated. There's just so much to deal with here on both fronts. And some of it was situational. Yeah, and for a Goblin, I don't think... That is just very good play from Dark. And at the same time, Goblin did a great job, but there's just too much over here. I think it is Ogre. We have a bigger army supply for Goblin, and he can't just base trade outright. What is his comp? He wasn't able to get... He has 4 Immortals, 9 Archons, some Stormy Boys. He has Observers. Oh, Templar Archives going down even in the Forge. It is looking pretty rough. Goblin is trying to not be split apart everywhere. He's going to jump on top of the Lings, kills the Nidus, and clean this up, but he's only down... Oh, man. Very sad for Mr. Goblin. He's going to go try to catch value on the other side of the map. However, it's a bit of a base race. Doesn't have back home. Cannon's actually trimming some of this down. Nice rev tags, but he can't really engage into these lurkers. And he has to be careful not to lose the observers if he is going to base trade this. There's just so much Zerg. He's trying to save this base. Oh, if he saves this base and just keeps Goblin at bay, I guess there's maybe a way. So, oh no, he's going to throw away the Archons. Immortals can tank a lot better, but that's so many. Look at how many lurkers. Insane. One Stalker trying to humorously kill a Nidus. The Adept still in the wall blocking this. Oh, those are Banelings. Okay, Nidus is killed. Nothing back here to defend this base. This base was just made and it was already damaged quite a bit. And Goblin is not being BM. He's got tournament money on the line or a chance to beat Dark, which would be just a massive moral victory for anybody. But especially Goblin. Dark going to take a 6 base. Extra scary. Lings coming in. No static defense for these Stalkers. More Stalkers warping in. Yeah, there's the Zealots. Would have rather seen some Zealots morphed in here. The creep spread getting a little bit chiseled away at. But more Banelings. Oh, we got to see a blink. Okay, that's good defense from Goblin. He is going to cancel the 6 base and use the Oracle still. Goblin's like just hanging on by a thread. Meanwhile, our Zerg player is going into +2 Carapace with his 3/3 melee ranged attacks. This game is insane. This game is absolutely insane. All right. We do have a Nidus going in back at it at that 4th base location, which was lost 2 times. But it is going to be denied. No error to get rid of this pesky Overlord. And is that a changeling? Nope, that's Goblin taking his Zelnaga Watchguard. Denying his 6th again. He's just trying to buy time in any form. He lost all of his tech, or a bit of his tech. He's got double Immortal production, so he can't get Disruptors, which would be ideal. But that said, Immortals can be pretty good against Lurkers. Let's take a look at how many Lurkers are. 31 Lurkers. So, funnily enough, had he lost his Stargate, right? If he had his Stargate, he's almost getting to a point where with the Immortal count, Void Rays could deal with the Lurkers if he could just chisel into the Spores. Because Goblin or Dark is going to be tied up in a highly Lurker-heavy army. Like, it already is. It's a lot of... That's so many Lurkers. Like, you can destroy anything practically. But, like, goddamn. And the Ling Bane run by. Bane's trying to go into anything and everything. There's nothing in the wall. Oh no, Goblin is gonna lose all those probes. He's down to 4 probes in a dream, and he can't really crack this. Like, I don't know, like that's so much. He's got to keep denying bases, but like I guess technically he could. He has 480. Does have 2 Nexi to produce workers, and Niduses are still a thing. So like that's the biggest. Oh no, production tab. Another Templar archive's gonna be rebuilt for potentially more High Templar, I guess. And there's the Nidus. Nidus is seen by the Observer. Okay. Ooh, Goblin gets a pick on one of the Lurkers. Is gonna try to find some value here on a hatch, but he has to go back home. If he recalls immediately, he can save this with the Observer, with the Immortals. He's gonna try to clump up and do it. Oh, and Bane's going back. And why isn't he recalling? Is he out of... He has full energy. Why base trade still? It's not that much of a committal. Oh, Baneling's coming in. Archon's being morphed, though. That's actually pretty big. Oh, actually, all right, I see why. I see why. The Oracle's retreated. He ends up killing the Nidus. Another one's obviously going to come in. That was a beautiful hold from the Banes and the Archons and the Immortals. Killing this base over here, but we're certainly going to see another Nidus in a second. You can just tell. Let's take a look at how many Immortals there are, speaking of which. 9 Immortals, still not enough to beat 37 Lurkers. More Lurkers going to come back out. Goblin coming back in. There's so many Lurkers, they're actually derping up in the RNG, and the other Nidus is going to get chiseled at by a Zealot, who's going to frantically run to chase one Lurker. But behind this, Goblin is just trying to find any time. He needs to buy time. He needs to find value. All right. He doesn't have many workers, so he's down to 1 worker. He's literally just surviving with the armor he has. He's YOLOing. He's YOLOing. I don't think he had to YOLO that much, but yeah, it was a bit of a throw of army. There's a lot of static coming down here, and all the Immortals. GG's call it. Dark takes game number 2. Very well played, though. Very, very well played. And let's take a look at where we're at. I may end up raiding somebody while I take a break for the finals, because everybody else is catching it. It's not like we got a ton of people anyway. All right, let's see. Dark versus Solar. And BN versus Rainer. ZVZ. And my man Max Pax got eliminated. Oof. All right, here we go. And otherwise, it's Rainer versus Beyond. Ironically, Rainer is in Korea, for those of you that didn't know. We have a Zerg versus Zerg coming up. They were good as fuck? Yeah, they were. Who wins the semis on this side? Dark? Solar. Casterman has to pee. And it's possible of a ZVZ or ZVT finals because the other side is Beyond versus Rainer. Highly doubt Rainer's going to play as Protoss at this point now, though it is possible. I think he is done memeing there. And anyway, spawning in the upper left-hand corner, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming, it is Dark in the blue. Why did I not say that in the other times? And his opponent in the bottom right, representing Kaizi, it is Solar in the yellow. Poor Goblin. He did well, though. He made it to the quarterfinals at an NA favored time as an EU player. We got some good stuff. Now, guys, I hate to say it, but I'm gonna debate you guys for a minute. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look in Dark's camera while I use the bathroom, because I had not a second to go pee, and you guys did redeem some hydrates, you know. So consequently, I'll be right back. And the miracle of having your bathroom right next to casting a room. Look at that, look at that. All right, let's take a look at what's going on here. We missed this out a little bit. Looks like a pretty standard opener. You guys are funny. And I am a silly man because I had to go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Who is gonna win out of these monster Zorgs? And everything's looking relatively identical. Dark one eking out another drone. They're going for the same opener. All right. Actually, Solar a little behind on his link speed relative to Dark right now, but I was just gone for like a minute, so hopefully you guys didn't get too bothered by that. Got to see the speed of Dark for a minute. And actually, even right now, let's take a look at the APM. Holy shit, Dark's just like zooming it, but so is Solar. Look at that Ling micro. Oh no! Oh! Well, Solar barely has a Ling alive with 3 HP. Dark took a slightly better fight of just 2 Lings. He's gonna go posture down here. He's gonna lose one. Very likely to lose one. Does scout the third. Okay, I like the split off. Did he scout? I don't think he actually did confirm the third. So, Dark, funnily enough, decided not to take triangle, so he went for the 9 o'clock position hatch, which is actually okay. For creep. Well, he's not really spreading creep as much. It's EVZ. You don't want to go too crazy, to say the least, but I think he feels a little bit more defensive because he's got a little less of an area of attack, more to defend with queens, etc. Anyway, it is going to be a Baneling Nest and Evo for a wall and the Nat of Mr. Solar. Dark just starting his Evo chamber. And we got some defensive Banelings for Mr. Dark. Okay, I like the Overlord placement of both. Very standard ZVZ stuff. But, you know, and these guys certainly know their ZVZ. So let's see what happens. Solar is a player that is just very unlucky, by the way. You missed your win somehow? Did you vote on Goblin D's Nuts, veteran gamer? Poor Goblin if he sees this. I'm actually really proud that he did as well as he did against Dark. So hats off to my man Goblin. And there's a lot of aggression coming from Dark, who is hammering out Lings and Banes. Oh, gets one. Does not get any kills. He just hits a... Oh, this looks like it could be a dead base. Depending on how this engagement goes. Oh, beautiful Bane connection, though, from Mr. Solar. Okay. 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 The fight. The fight. The Lings. The Bane. Oh, no. Oh, doesn't get it. That was so close. That was so goddamn close with those Banelings. It's always knife edge with these fights, but the third base goes down for Solar. He almost killed like so many Banelings. Oh my god. What the heck in heck? Oh, Jesus. That was unlucky. He literally almost cleaned out a ton of all of Dark stuff, saving the base and honestly taking amazing trades. That said, roaches and ranged attacks are already being pumped up from Solar. He's down to 2 bases. He wants to save this. He's going to tech up faster. Carapace on the way for Dark. But that ranged attacks is going to finish up here soon. Roach is starting to get pumped up off 2 bases. Kind of with a Sue plot twist. But the Lings are going to come and force a cancel again. Are they? Nope. That's a lot of Banes. Layer going down for Mr. Solar. So he's going to go right into roach speed more than likely with what is going on here. Dark on a higher economy. Solar has more drones. So once this finishes, he's in good shape. Ling Bane. Here we go. One Baneling connects. That's actually kind of nice for Dark. Decent trades. Not the greatest, but oh boy, oh boy. One Ling going to try to debate Bane bomb. One Ling goes in for the scout. Oh, excellent scouting from our yellow Zerg player, Mr. Solar. That was a huge scout. He got to read everything. He sees he doesn't have lair. Roach speed's on the way for Solar in the meantime. He's not keeping up with his upgrades, though, but he's hammering out the roaches. It would like, okay, there it is. He's going for +2 right now. This is going to be a hell of a fight. Army supply looking in favor of Dark, but it's mostly Lings. Okay, now he's going to go in for more Banes, which regardless could be a nuisance. Ooh, forces a cancel on the Banes. That's a little bit of money. Even just a cancel. Banelings derping out to the side. Doesn't want to trade them for Lings, but the Roaches are out. And the Roach army looking very in favor. Oh, forces a cancel on the 4th base. But these Roaches are going to be a little more impactful because Carapace wasn't done yet. It's going to finish in this fight, though. And so things are going to get a little dicier. Banelings coming in. Are they just going to hit the Roaches? They are. Just any damage they can get are great. Oh, no. The Bane bust from Dark trying to make its way into the mineral line. And we just didn't see a pull. Beautiful split. Oh, my God. Jebaited. Solar just jebaited Dark so hard with those Banelings. That was actually pretty big. But can he take the fight? He's ahead on supply. He's ahead and damn, he's ahead on both fronts and roach speed. About to finish. Can't Solar just take it and get a 4th base behind this? I honestly wouldn't hate this. GG! Solar takes game number 1. That was so brilliantly played by Solar. Holy crap. That was a ZVZ. Let's go on to game number 2. And this is our side of the semifinals. Beyond's, I'm pretty sure that Steadfast and Rainer, or Steadfast and Bayo covering Rainer and Beyond's going to be a while. Because, oh yeah, actually it is because they were in another series. This whole series could be over quick, potentially. It's ZVZ. But who the hell knows? Oh, Alexander Enke's here too. Good, good. All right. And here we are moving on to game number 3, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of DaveTestaSC. In the blue, it is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Dark. And his opponent in the upper right, give it up for Kai Z Gaming's Solar in the yellow. All right, let's see what we got here. That was a beautiful game. Number 1. Brilliantly played by Solar. And that just goes to show you, he gets a lot of flack, but Solar is actually a monster. Fun fact, Solar is actually following this channel too. Let's go. I'd love to get time that, you know, hopefully we get some of these Korean players in more of our tournaments. We love our Dutan Mono and stuff. Ah, boy. And I am getting some tremendous lag. It looks like, I hope this isn't me like, oh, it's cats. Cats losing internet. Yeah, you have to leave if you are lagging it. Unfortunately, Cats has left. Alrighty. I am gonna message Cats. See, let's see what's going on. All right, so it's just Hatch versus Hatch. I was gonna message Cats, but I think he may have lost internet. Perhaps. Okay, Pool's finishing up right on time. It's looking like a little bit more of a gentleman's game. In the Ling Bane skirmish again, probably. Woo. Would be interesting to see Solar in the finals. And yeah, it's going on at a dark end. Well, yeah, it's the same thing again. Couple links splitting off to go poke at the third when they take it. Ideally, unless they don't go for a third right away. Yeah, Solar going for his third a little quicker. Hey, what up, Darkanian? And yeah, sorry about that little breach. I was going to see if Cats wanted me to... Just in case if he wanted to cover off the screen cap. Alright, Queen is going to be able to defend this, and the same on the other side, but looks like Solar is getting a little bit more damage. Yep, 2 links. Great this, yeah. Good defense from Solar. And good holy shit, good micro from Solar as well. He actually got a Ling, and the Queen postured back. So Lings are going to come back. Speed's going to finish a little quicker for Mr. Dark. So these two Lings are dead in the Ling trade. Ling Speed's still not done. It's clock's ticking. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ling Speed is now available. Yeah, we need to get some Lings together. He wants to take a good fight. Banelings are getting more. Two Queens coming to fight, but they don't want to get surrounded. However, is it a debate just to catch all the Lings with a Bane? Oh, yeah, he has to be careful. That's a lot of Lings. That's a lot of Lings. But the Banelings, oh, that was, oh, so brilliant, so juicy. To be honest, Dark masterfully did escape, but that was a little bit of luck, I think. How everything was clumped up between the Lings, those Banes could have potentially gotten a huge target. And if, well, if Dark wasn't paying attention, which it looked like, he could have lost everything right there. Very, very cool stuff. Roachborn going down again for Solar. Dark is just going to be droning up for a minute, getting some Banes, getting his Evo down a little quicker, as he played before. And, okay, Solar going to try to get a Scout. Did take a little bit of damage, so it may just go down to a Queen or some popping out Lings. Oh, Ling's coming at the third. Ling is going to make his way in. Diz get a Scout here. Gets a bit of a read. No, I would have rather him go to the gas. He target fired the drone. That said, Bane's going to the natural from Dark. Oh, no. 7 workers down in an instant. And a bit of an overreaction. Yeah, he went right, reached back for just Banes. Not the move. Ooh, oh. Yeah, this is a little rough. And some damage is getting dealt here. Oh boy, this Overlord looks like he's in trouble, but he's gonna get some information for his trouble. That is definitely a dead Overlord. We do have one Roach popping for Dark. They're both going for Carapace, interestingly enough. Okay, so it's the Carapace war, and Solar's gonna have his first with more Roaches immediately. Just crossed the map. Actually, that's a good amount of Roaches. They just venture off a little quicker. Layer going down for Solar again. And it is not going to be a double Evo play. That's a lot of Ling Bane, though. These are just naked Roaches. Plus, one Carapace finishing could help this a bit, but the surround battle is what this is with the Lings. And, ooh, he's going to wall with some Ravagers. These Roaches are taking a beating. Wait, what the heck and heck? Ooh, one of the Ravs is gonna fall eventually for Solar. Let's take a look at the trades. Yeah, it's knife's edge. Truthfully, this is very close in trades in terms of army. Dark is 2-1 in army supply, so Solar needs to get some footing. He is going into ranged attacks and glial reconstitution quicker, but the numbers game is looking highly in favor of Solar. Solar is gonna attempt a Ling run by, but it is just not happening, folks. This is a very good defense from our blue Zerg player. Oh, and that's one. He cancels the Overseer. I think that could have completed, honestly. He could have saved that as well. But it was, I guess he was unsure. Could be wrong on that, and chances are I am. These are world-class Zerg players being casted by a Protoss main, but the timing looked at very damn close moments. Oh, there it is. I think this is going to be game momentarily. This is just more versus less. Look at the links around. Oh my god. GG Dark. Coming in hot in game number 2. We're now moving on to game number 3. And I'm just curious. I need to pop this up to take a look on Baosted. See how Raynor versus... Raynor's playing... Oh my god. Raynor's playing Protoss against Beyond. I didn't even notice that before. Dear Lord. That is something. That certainly is something. Alrighty, here we go. On to game number 3. This is match point, folks. Of this side of the semifinals, we may be able to catch some rain or be on if we luck out without a wait. And if not, I may raid somebody as I take care of business here and come back later for a ladder session. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. On match point, give it up for Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Dark. And his opponent in the upper right from Kaizi, it's Solar. Yeah, this could be pretty wild. Very good previous games for sure. And how's chat doing? By the way, guys have been awfully quiet, lurking around. We got some great ZVZs. Alrighty. And yeah. Nothing to write home about. It's just a hatch for a standard opener for both. But these guys have been pretty aggressive pretty quickly. So let's see what happens. I think the likelihood of late game is very low. We're going to see some action as soon as the first 2 lings are out, more than likely from both these guys again. And from there, it just spirals into whatever the hell. Alrighty. Solar with a little bit of a lead on the spawning pool. Dark a bit on just a hair on the drones. That pretty much identical otherwise. Yeah, actually Dark has an edge on the gas, so he's gonna have faster link speed yet again, just by a hair, unless he just happens to miss it by a second. Because if you look, it's desynchronized by 4 gas, which is 1 drone mining gas at a time. Meow meow meow. All right, we got our lings out. We got our queens coming. Yeah, actually Solar manages to get gas before Dark pulls 1 drone off. Meanwhile, Dark is going to stay fully saturated. And it looks like Solar, again, going for the 3rd hatch, which has worked out in mixed results, depending on what happens. But Solar with the Ling Micro, he may have gotten lucky here. Let's see how this pans out for us. All right. Megalurk, what up, Flood Advisor? How you doing, gamer? You're like, ZVZ, yeah. Some of you guys, I know. Zergs, Terran, and Protoss alike. Some people just don't like ZVZ. It can be pretty good if they're at the level of this, in my opinion, or higher. Because this is just at that sweet spot where the games can be very impactful, very quick. I'm just gonna pop over here. Ooh, oops, sorry. Little misclick here. Gonna pop over real quick to see what's going on. Looks like we won't be catching into the next series after, so let's see what happens. Alrighty. And it looks like we got our first defensive bane out from Mr. Dark. Ling speed's done for both. But this Ling is getting a full little trip around the base. And this Overlord barely surviving for now. Yeah, actually, Solar has to be careful, though. He's running it near harm's way with the Banes. Wouldn't hate it. Okay, there it is. He's going to try to trade it. Oh, doesn't get the trade. For now. If he can get that Bane with that Ling, that's going to be huge. See this little micro battle? This is actually insane. How much that little bit of difference and how high value it is. If that damaged Ling just killed the Bane or forced it to explode, that would be actually quite good for our yellow Zerg. But this is a pretty decent push. Baneling has to be prospected, and Roaches are out first. Again, the fast Carapace for Solar. I actually would have liked the fast ranged attacks as he did in game number 1 from how it played out. But some of that was a little circumstantial, I think. But he's got Roaches first. Roach Warren just finishing for Dark behind this. So, yeah, we do have 6 Roaches in production, and that being said, there is a good amount to come. Mamma mia. All right, this is a nice little push out from Solar. Okay, it's all Roaches. Or rather, yeah, that is all Roaches. So some of the army supply tied up in the Ling Bane for Mr. Dark. Okay, he does have a Carapace advantage for a minute, but he has to be careful of these Banes. Oh no, the surround. I like the wall in with the Rav in the front, but Solar actually bringing Lings of his own to help the fight. He's going to try to morph a couple Ravagers. The Carapace advantage still going. +1 range attacks on the way. Beautiful Biles. Oh, catches a Roach behind on the back foot. Ling. Ling's actually almost killing the Queens, but a nice defense from Dark as this moves on. But this is crazy aggressive. That Queen is doing everything it can to be defended. Look at this. Okay, there were some Roaches nestled finally. There were drones literally defending a Queen, but it's the Roaches that make it more interesting. Queen is out of energy. Damn. Dark doing God's work trying to keep these damaged Queens alive, but eventually and ultimately they are going to fall. Little miss micro from Solar, but it doesn't matter. He's killing so much. Solar is down on workers, but GG is called. And there you have it. There you have it. Well, folks, I'm gonna let it catch up. And I think we are gonna call it for a break. I'm gonna just end in the semifinals. See if Mr. Katz is back. Katz is back. Let y'all catch up. And again, I will be back with a ladder session a little bit later. I'm going to take a quick break. So let's go on